For UW Stevens Point Hockey on the Pointer Sports Network. Follow the Pointers all season long as they battle in the Wisconsin Intercollegiate Athletic Conference. Pointers Hockey on the Pointer Sports Network is brought to you by Marshfield Clinic Health System, Skyward, U.S. Bank, Century Insurance, Century World, PJ's Restaurant, Team Sherrill Companies, Subway, Stevens Point Brewery, General Beer, Papa John's, the National Guard, TDS Fiber, Buffalo Wild Wings, Len Dudas Motors, Dunkin' Donuts and Baskin Robbins at Stevens Point, Sport Clips, Hilltop Pub and Grill, Auto Select, Pizza Ranch, Coca-Cola, and BSN Sports and Under Armour. And good evening from KB Willard Arena in Stevens Point. Welcome to Pointers Hockey on the Pointers Sports Network. As tonight, Pointers back at it. They take on the Saints of the College of St. Scholastica. I'm Tom Weaver. My partner, Sean McMahon. Hello, sir. Happy birthday, buddy.
Thank you, my friend.
So the big man turning 25 again today.
Yes, 25
the eternal
again.
Euster that he is. But hey, the Pointers could use some youth here. This is a team that's kind of snake-bitten at the moment. 0-1-2 on the season, still looking for their first win. Defense has been good, but just, you talk about a team that's snake-bitten in the goal-scoring department. I don't know how to class example of it here.
You got to try to solve a goaltender, right? If it's one night you get Johnny Roberts standing on his head, last night Jackson Helly stood on his head, and now you get back to tonight. But I think Coach Krieger, there might be a little method to his madness. He's not liking the consistency of his club Monday through Thursday, and he believes wholeheartedly that hard work during the week pays off on Friday and Saturday night. And he has challenged his team tonight to come out blazing again, and hopefully they can get some bounces and get a couple goals. And I think if they get one or two, Tom, wouldn't you think that this thing could get rolling in the right direction?
Yep, they're not far off, but getting good chances, just can't finish. St. Scholastica team that comes in at 1-2 overall. Sean, by the way, the last time these two teams met in Duluth a year ago, a 2-1 St. Scholastica win. Jack Bostad, who is the goaltender, gets the start again tonight. He made 47 saves, including 10 in the final 5 minutes during a major power play as the Saints found a way. So another case of a goaltender that has found his game for 60 minutes against the Pointers. So it's not going to get any easier here.
Right, and they played, and he played last night as well. He's played every minute for the Saints this season. So yeah, he's well into his season. It'll be interesting. I think the Pointers really want to get back to that when we talk about that ground game, that forecheck below the dots, and really try to grind these big defensemen of St. Scholastica out. They're still kind of built like a NCHA squad, so big, heavy, fast. This will be a different kind of game than what we've seen in the prior three.
And by the way, the Pointers are going to roll in goal with Matthias Smith once again. Ryan Wagner in the concussion protocol, so he will not dress here tonight. I tell you what, Matthias came in the third period, made a couple of grade A saves right out, and went through overtime for his debut as a Pointer. Got the tie, and kept the Pointers in it last night. This is a big opportunity for him here tonight.
What a great opportunity for both freshmen, both be able to get into the season so early here in Game 4. Matthias is ready to go. It'll be interesting to see how he comes out, but another big test for a freshman goaltender here at Point.
All right, it's Stevens Point and St. Scholastica as we parents weekend here, family weekend. We're a little behind schedule because they introduced the parents here, so we'll get that rolling and a face-off a little bit after 7 o'clock here tonight. Stevens Point and St. Scholastica. More of our pregame show. We'll hear from the head coach of the Pointers, Tyler Krieger, coming up next on the Pointers Sports Network. UWSP Athletics would like to thank Century World, a valued sponsor of Pointers Athletics. Nestled in the heart of central Wisconsin, Century World is a great place to hold your next event. With breathtaking facilities coupled with a wide variety of packages and amenities to deliver an exceptional experience, and with an award-winning 18-hole golf course with rolling greens to the famous Flower Hole, Century World consistently ranks as one of the best destination golf courses in the nation. For more information, visit centuryworld.com.
Bring home incredible internet, TV, and phone services with TDS Fiber. Register now at tdsfiber.com/radio. Enjoy cyber-spacious internet speeds up to 1 gig at your home or business. Plus, change the way you watch TV with our whole home DVR. Can't get that with cable. Powerful internet, premium services. Go to tdsfiber.com/radio to register, learn about bonus offers, and more. TDS Fiber available in certain areas. See website for details.
At Papa John's Pizza, the secret to success is much like the secret to making a great pizza. The more you put into it, the more you get out of it. Whether it's signature sauce, toppings, original fresh dough, or even the box itself, Papa John's invests in ingredients to ensure the finest quality pizza. Call Papa John's at 715-972-1414 for delivery, or stop by Division Street for carry-out to order your favorite pizza, breadsticks, or wings today. Papa John's, a proud sponsor of Pointer Athletics.
Pointer Sports Network tonight, St. Scholastica, KB Willett Arena, this Saturday night as we continue with weekend number 2 of the regular season. We talk now with Pointer's head coach Tyler Krieger. And Coach, you've had some time to digest last night, which kind of ebbed and flowed in a couple of different ways. Is this one of those examples where you think of, turning around, being able to play here tonight and get back out there is some good medicine for this team?
Yeah, it's lucky to happen on a Friday, and you don't much time to think about it, and you got to get back on the horse and go. I think it's huge. It's nothing X's and O's. It's all between our ears right now, and it's culture. It's other things. It's not X's and O's on the ice. Yeah, we're missing pucks here. It looks like we're out puck lucked, but that stuff is earned day by day by day, and we're not consistent enough on a day by day basis. So it's another chance for us tonight to get back on the horse.
As you look at things, are you pretty satisfied with your D effort so far here? And that's certainly, I think your fellas, your goaltenders are playing good, and D zone coverage isn't an issue here, which is is that a relief kind of thing?
Yeah, we only played 2 teams so far, St. Norbert and Gustavus, and they're a little bit different. It's going to be a different team than we see today as far as their offenses on play, but I think, giving up 17 and then on last Saturday and then 12 in regulation yesterday, shots against, you're going to win most games. I think our D have been taking a big step. We had a lot of new D last year, not a lot of career games played, and they got better as the year went on. I think that's one of the bright spots for sure of the first couple weekends of the season. I think they've taken a step as a group, and individuals have taken steps, and we need them to kind of lead on. We always say, as our D go, we go, and we need to translate that to our game a little bit better.
Is it one of those things where those guys are pretty much green lighted to go when there's opportunities there? Is that even more so now?
Yeah, their first goal happened because both D went in the rush. We got to do a better job of, they can go, but then with our fast forwards, we got to be able to recognize that and replace and recover. In our system, it's not forward and D necessarily. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and yes, we do. It's just a matter of, we got to be aware of when they're up in the rush. It happened on the first goal last night, and it happened 3 or 4 or 5 other times where we got D stuck in the zone ahead of the play and then had nothing coming out of it the other way.
As you come in tonight, you'll go with Matthias Smith. I thought that kid, for a freshman, came in and, file under things not easy. Come in cold off the bench. I thought he did a great job for you, and he'll get the start here tonight. This is why you work hard to recruit and bring guys like that in, right?
Yeah, 100%. It's a tough ask for him to go into that game last night due to an injury. You're cold, sitting through 2 periods, standing on the bench, and you got to go in. And then, the first shot that he saw was a great A in front of the slot that our guys blowed the coverage, and he missed the net, luckily, on them. But I think he settled in well, made some good saves, and definitely gave us a chance to win that game, which is all you can ask in that scenario. And now, he's getting his opportunity right away. He's been working hard the last few weeks at it, and, we have full belief in him coming in and doing the job for us.
Obviously, you pulled a goalie late last night. That's one of those analytic things that a regulation win is what helps you build your resume, right?
Yeah, for sure. We need 100% of the pairwise points. If we win in overtime, we're only getting 66%, and we're sitting at 50th right now in the pairwise, so we got to work our way up. I want our guys to play bold. I don't want to lose. I hate tying. I hate losing. I want to go for the throat and win. I think that's an area where 6-on-4, we should be able to control that puck. We got some good looks off of it there, and I told our guys I want to play that way. If they score an empty net when I do those things, that's on me. It's not on you guys. That's my call. I want our guys to play that way.
Lastly for you, you mentioned earlier here that St. Scholastica really going to be, a little bit different. They will try to open it up a little bit more, right?
Yeah, they love to open the game up. Their weak side winger will be flying across the zone. They'll throw it and try to stretch it and spring them on the quick jump in the offensive zone. It's a 5-man movement. Their D are involved down below the puck below. historically, that's where we get a little bit screwed around within the D zone. We get chasing around a little bit, so it's going to be a good test for us within our systems. I think it's going to be the best team that we played, speed and skill wise. For us, we're going to be tight in our systems and play a greasy game. Our skill needs more grease to our game. We're a high skilled team, but at the same point in time, like there's one way to win in this league. It's a hard league to play in, no matter who we're playing. It's bang and go hockey, so we need some grease.
Commitment means a lot, whether it's to your teammates or commit to the system, whatever it is.
100%. I challenged them last night to a man of I don't think they want it bad enough. So we're going to see what they're made of today.
All right, Coach, good luck here tonight.
Thank you.
Pointers head coach Tyler Krieger. Stay tuned. More coming up on the Pointers Sports Network.
Your family's safety is important. And with winter driving coming, Sherrill Tire and Service can help. Sherrill Tire and Service Centers can help with new tires and a pre-season tune-up, so your entire vehicle is winter ready. Sherrill Tire and Service, Plover, Stevens Point, Weston, Wisconsin Rapids, Marshfield, and Medford. And online at SherrillTire.com.
Sherrill Tire and Service, get your car done right.
Hey sports fans, if supportive teammates, a great culture, and an honest shot at advancement make for a win, then you'll be victorious when you join Skyward's award-winning team. You'll help put powerful data in the hands of school leaders who serve over 7 million students around the world. Innovation, collaboration, and fun are all a part of the Skyward culture. So what are you waiting for? Apply today at skyward.com/careers and join more than 275 Pointer alumni at Skyward.
All right, back here at KB Willett Arena, Tom Weaver, Sean McMahon, and our starting lineups here tonight. First of all, for the Saints of the College of Saints Scholastica, the goaltender is Jack Bostad, 6'2", 190, and a junior out of Janesville, Minnesota. He's played both, 2 games so far, 1-1, 2.02 goals against average, and 9.34 save percentage. I think that was going into last night.
Correct.
So he is 1-2 on the season.
Yep.
The right defenseman is Bryce Johnson, 5'10", 170, and a junior out of Roseau, Minnesota. And Alex Severson, 6'3", 220, and a senior out of Roseau, Minnesota. Up front, the centerman, Philemon Ledenkov, 6 feet, 161, junior out of Belarus. His brother Arkip on the right wing, 6 feet, 161, and a junior out of Belarus as well. And Carson Richels, 6'3", 220, and a junior. He is a transfer out of Division I, New Hampshire. Head coach of the Saints is Dave Williams in his second season, 12-12-2 overall. For the Pointers, UW Stevens Point, Matthias Smith gets the start, 6'2", 200, and a freshman out of Courtenay, British Columbia, Canada. Came in the third period last night in overtime, got the tie. Can't get much better than this, Sean. Goals against average of 0 and a save percentage of 1,000. So, can't beat that.
Got it going.
That's for sure. The defenseman, Brett Humberstone, 6 feet, 196, and a junior out of Kingston, Ontario. And Sam Ide, 6'5", 220, and a junior out of Grant, Minnesota. Up front, Andrew Poulias, 5'8", 175, and a junior out of Whitby, Ontario, Canada. The right wing is the senior captain, Wilson Northey, 6 feet, 185, and a senior out of North Vancouver. The left wing, Jordan Fader, 6'1", 200, and a senior out of Rice Lake for the senior captain. Tyler Krieger in his 6th season, 96, 24, and 12, assisted by Brian Crom and Chris Nelson. Opening faceoff coming up next on the Pointers Sports Network.
Sherrill Tire and Service, get your car done right. Big town savings with a small town smile. State of the art, good your service keeps you going mile after mile. We're working to earn your trust. You can count on us. Sherrill Tire and Service, get your car done right.
In guys' hair, game day is every day. That's why the expert stylist at Sport Clips Haircuts study their playbooks with a fine-toothed comb.
Taylor, square face, wavy hair. What's the play?
1/8 inch mid-fade to 1 inch texture top with finishing details with a hard part and a tapered neckline, coach.
Nice.
The Sport Clips stylist, they know no two guys are ever alike, unless they're twins. Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Len Dudas Motors is your trusted Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealership in Stevens Point. Check out their large selection of new and used vehicles or come in for a test drive. Ask questions about your financing Browse their inventory or schedule the service you need to keep your vehicle running for years to come. From the time you enter the showroom, you can expect to be treated like family each and every visit. Len Dudas Motors, 3305 Main Street, Stevens Point.
The Pointers Blue Line Club brings together hockey fans from all levels to enjoy and support Pointers hockey. Whether you're an individual, family, or business, there are many ways you can support the Pointer program. Consider an individual membership, a business sponsorship, or visit the Blue Line Club apparel stand and purchase the latest items to show your Pointer hockey pride. Get more information at PointerBlueLineClub.com.
All right, we are ready to roll here from KB Willett Arena. Travis Alberg, Justin Martin, the referees. Jason and Justin Peters, the linesmen. I thought they did a great job last night.
Beautiful.
Yeah. In general, that was a great game to watch last night.
It was a really good game to watch. If you're just a neutral, if you will, Tom.
Yep. Last time these two teams met, November the 6th, 2021, up in Duluth, as we mentioned, a 2-1 Saints victory. It was the first meeting between those teams since 2013. As, of course, the WIAC and the NCHA split for these long term. Jack Bostad made 47 saves in that game. Major penalty in the final 6 minutes where he made 10 of those saves, but the Pointers just couldn't get it done. That was the third straight win over the Pointers by the Saints. Pointers lead the all-time series 48-17-3. Last Pointer win, January 11th, 2013. I should say, take that back, February 11th, 2013 in Duluth.
Okay.
5-3. All right, we are set to go here.
You gotta imagine, Tom. The
Pointers have not had a lead yet.
Got to start on time.
I got some numbers that I've crunched here that we'll get to in a minute, because a 4-game winless skid for this program recently is rare air here, and I'll cite a few examples. Pointers control. It's Humberstone ahead to Jordan Fader, and comes to the near corner. Wilson Northey after it. Northey tried to center it in front. Now got it loose to Fader. Now clips it back out high. Sam Ide. He'll throw it toward the net, and it's Bostad with a save. Sean, the Pointers a 4-game current winless streak. If you go back to the WIEC championship game, so that's winless in 4 games. Last time they did that, November 22nd through the 30th of 2019. Their last 5-game winning streak, you have to go back to 2015. That includes an exhibition loss to Team USA and a shot wired. We'll get more here in a second.
Okay. I remember that.
That year turned out okay.
That turned out really okay, didn't it?
Now Saints center it back, poke back Poulius with it on the far side, and a long outlet pass ahead goes too far. Quickly back to get it. Arkeep Ledenkopf sends it back the other way. The Pointers in the neutral zone send it right back. Far corner. They'll scrum for it. Saints will get it. They'll lift it out high over the outstretched glove of Harrison Stewart. Nick Gonrowski back to get it. He'll come around. And jumbled lines a little bit here tonight. Most notably Dawson Chirino and Matthew Falls. Here's Fletcher Anderson carries it in. Anderson gets his way through to the side of the net. Centering pass front. Ricochets. Turning shot. That's blocked. Comes out high to Stewart. Cross ice to Gonrowski. Throws it down low in the near side toward Dawson Chirino. Chirino to the front of the net. Jams it free. Saints able to recover and force it to the far wall, and they'll come back the other way in transition. Nick Lanigan with it ahead on the right wing. Lanigan, Tyler Hinterser, one of the leaders from a year ago, as this is a team that lost. I should say that returns 4 of their 5 top scorers in the shot fair. Matthias Smith. The other thought, Sean, the last time the Pointers had a winning streak more than 2 games, you have to go back to 2010. December of 2010 that was the Oswego year that the Pointers went to under Coach Will Nichols. So you go back ways here. Pointers had a couple of 2-game skids with a tie here and there, but that's some determined success here over the last 10 years or so for the Pointers. Noah Finstrom ahead, Cody Moline with it. They'll feed it far side. It's Brady Smith joining the play. Smith coming in, centering pass, whips right through. Just missed Connor Witherspoon. Good job getting the puck to the net there, but it went wide. Moline feeds it back. Isaac Moberg back covering as Brady Smith had joined the play. Far side Smith with it now. He'll corral it down. Romatario accelerates in the near side. He'll whistle a shot. That's high up into the netting and out of play. My other stat for you here, Sean. We mentioned this last night. We asked the question, when's the last time the Pointers
had 2 freshman
played
goaltenders?
2 freshman goaltenders in the same year?
Okay.
2010.
Oh, that would have been. Hold on.
It's a bit of a trick question here.
Is it Randy Wilcott? Right?
That was around that same time.
Okay.
It was 2010. A long-range shot comes through. We'll get to the answer in a minute. I know you're holding in suspense here. So we'll go.
Trying to think of it.
Brody Giro with it. We'll send it around. Far boards it goes. And the first to get there, Matthew Falls, has some numbers here. Falls ahead. He's tied up nicely, but able to get it ahead to David Hill. Hill fires the shot, and they'll blast it to the far corner. Falls coming with it with authority. Out high, Sam Ide with it. Ide whistles it up, redirected. That went just wide. 17:30 to go in the opening period. We're still scoreless. Near side will get a whistle and an offside. So 2010, one of them, Nick Graves. The other, Alan Armour, who played a cup of coffee right before the break and then disappeared off the face of the earth. And that was the rebirth of the legend Steve Hamilton.
Yes, it was.
Coming back to the Pointers. So, anyway. What did I have to do all day?
Exactly.
Whoa. Who knows? All right. Off the face-off, coming around, up the near side. But when you think about how many games that, Brandon Jagger and then Max Malasic, Connor Reichman was here for a couple of years, and that, big hit here as Poulias thrown off, and it's a 3-on-2 back the other way. Ledenkoff coming, shot fired, good shot block here by the Pointers right in front, and around it comes. Pointers will bring it ahead, Fader with it on the near side. Long range shot in, Bostad a save and no rebound. And we'll get a whistle just under 17 minutes to go here. Sean, if I remember for that game in Duluth with Bostad, he did a great job on rebound control.
Yeah. As he started out already, no rebound on that last shot from Jordan Fader, and they play a little bit more of an offensive-oriented team. You get a little bit more speed, Tom, through the neutral zone, a little more time, a little bit more space. Both teams able to get through the neutral zone awfully well here in the first couple minutes of the period.
All right, sent down the length of the ice, and the Saints will be guilty of a whistle and an icing call here.
Other games in the WIAC tonight, Tommy. The big one in Menominee, the high-flying Blue Devils of UW Stout. They're undefeated. They're hosting number 4 Augsburg University. Saints Gustavus is over at Eau Claire tonight. Concordia of Minnesota is at Superior. Concordia of Wisconsin plays game 2 of their 2-game set with the Falcons in River Falls. And then we have a final already in from Ashland in just a second.
All right, Pointers golf a shot that gets the glass behind the net. Anderson coming in, Smith poking for it, couldn't come away with it. Nathan Adrian, leading scorer here for the Saints, brings it in, far side, shot deflected up into the netting.
Yeah, the final from this afternoon, the Johnnies of St. John's defeated the Lumberjacks 4-1.
Saints fell at Stout last night. Stout, 4 different goal scorers. Nathan Adrian, the lone tally for the Saints. Jack Bostad made 16 saves. Eau Claire, Sean, 3 in the third, and then got the game winner in overtime to nip St. John's 4-3. River Falls scored a third period goal, added an empty netter to beat Concordia, Wisconsin 2-0, and Adrian beat Superior 7-3 to run their unbeaten streak to 35 games in a game that featured 103 combined penalty minutes. All right, Pointers have it slid out in front of the net, able to clear it out nicely. Sam Ide with it. He'll feed it to the far wall. Isaac Moberg the first to get there. Witherspoon hammered on the play. Here's Cody Moline with it. Sending pass coming in. Moberg firing a shot, hit the post on the near side. He tried to get a rebound off, but hit a body coming through. Great scoring chance there for Isaac Moberg. And here's the Saints with it here on the near side. Spinning with it, Will Fisher. He'll go far side. Rink-wide pass now to the near side. Ledenkoff on the near side. Got around a defender for a minute, but then Humberstone closed that one down. And it goes around the boards to the far side. Saints bring it to the point. Shot block here by David Hill. He'll pay the price and come ahead. Well, you talk about coach talking about commitment. That's an example there with a good shot block there. Ledenkoff back into the far side. Spins free. And it's Carson Richards. Richards to Ledenkoff on the near side. Out high it goes again. Long range shot in the goal. Deflected in front. The shot came from the point. Daniel Sukanos took the shot. It was redirected in front. Saints on the board. It's 1-0 St. Scholastica.
Yeah, just a little bit of breakdown in coverage, and man, that transition game is deadly by the Saints as they come through. A nice shot from the point as they go low to high. A deflection in front beats Smith 5-hole along the ice, and it's 1-0 St. Scholastica.
Ledenkoff will get the goal here. One of them. They were both in front of the net.
They were. So I think it was 72, Tom.
Yep.
So that would have been.
That would be Arkeep.
Yep.
Arkeep Ledenkoff. Don't forget, he was the NCHA Freshman of the Year. Pointers respond, coming right back, trying to get a shot to the front of the net is Poulias. Got to have an answer here.
Yes.
Wilson Northey with it around. Pointers have not had the lead yet this season and are behind in the first 5 minutes. Here we go. Lot of time left, friends, though. Tyler Hinterser with it. Hinterser up ahead, off the glove of Hennigan, in on Smith. He'll get down and cover it up and get a whistle. So Arkeep Ledenkoff, Sean, 11 goals, was their leading scorer a year ago, was all MIAC, and again, as we said the year before that, back when the Saints were still back in the NCHA, was the NCHA Freshman of the Year, and was an all-conference performer there. So they have trucked around. Again, this team returned 4 of their top 5 scorers and their goaltender here. So some good numbers here for Dave Williams, who took over. Now a shot pad save made here by Matthias Smith. Pointers still can't clear it out to the far corner. They'll center it again. Saints are really buzzing here at the moment. Stevens Point trying to counter. Dawson Chirino after it on the forecheck. Romatario back to get it. Fed it. Turned it over on the near side. Brody Giro with it. Can't get a shot off. They'll come back. Noah Finstrom ahead. He's bumped off the play. Tried to get it deep. I tell you what, this team is fast and physical. And that is throwing some counters at the Pointers here. Now back the other way they come. Chirino whistles a shot. Used a defender as a screen. Bosted made the save.
Yeah, nice save by Bosted and get an offensive zone face-off here. Again, both teams getting through the neutral zone awfully well. Lots of space and some time. It makes it even more important for the Pointers to be good coverage-wise with the systems defensively. So we'll get an offensive zone face-off here for the Pointers as Connor Witherspoon jumps in.
All right, he'll get it out to Humberstone. There's a shot. That hit a stick on the way through. 14 minutes to go here. Ledenkoff waiting for it on the near side. That is Arkeep Ledenkoff. Pointers turned it away, spinning around Witherspoon on the far side. But I believe we get a whistle and an offsides here.
Yeah,
14:03 to go in the first.
Humberstone was just spun around right at the last second at the blue line, and Connor Witherspoon just a tick offside. So we'll get a face-off here right outside the Pointers' offensive end.
Well, we believe the goal has gone to Arkeep Ledenkoff. But that's about all we know at the moment, too. Witherspoon around for Ledenkoff. That's his second of the year. Humberstone for Stevens Point with Isaac Moberg on the far side. Matthias Smith. Witherspoon. Half-wall in the near side, tries to center. Sam Ide digs it out for Stevens Point. Sam back in the lineup last night. I thought he had a great game, and now up into the rafters and a rocket into the family section on the far side. Sean, good turnout here for the family weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Nice to see.
When you look at it, I mean, the Pointer roster this year, 21 Americans, 7 from Minnesota, 4 from Michigan, 3 from Illinois, 2 from Pennsylvania, and 1 each from New York, Arizona, Wisconsin, Indiana, and Texas. 8 Canadians, 5 from Ontario, 3 from British Columbia. We'll get to the Saints roster breakdown here in a minute. It is
it's scattered.
United Nations worthy here. We'll get to it in a minute as Dave Williams scouring all over. Harrison Stewart behind the net. Now to Gonrowski in the near corner. We're really seeing the Saints getting their forecheck applied here, Sean, and this is giving the Pointers fits. They'll send it back deep again. Matthias Smith will play it. Around Harrison Stewart, rocked off the play again. Around they go as a big hit put on there by Nick Lanigan. Stevens Point will try to get to it. Here's Tyler German chasing after it, but Saints able to get it back. Saints are playing the puck possession game against the Pointers here, and they will dump it in with a backhander into the near corner. Nathan Adrian sends it in. Far boards, Wilson Northey for Stevens Point. Up ahead for Jordan Fader. Fader hustling, stick lift, centers it back for Northey out of his reach. Poulias shoves it toward the net, another block shot. And Poulias gets to the rebound behind the net. Far corner he goes, leaves it. Brady Smith chops it near side of Romatario. Shot, Bosted a save. Rebound to the near side, kind of a combination stick blocker save there. And the rebound skirts into the near corner. There to pick it up for the Saints, Brody Giro. And a big hit in the far side. Pointers free it up, coming toward the front of the net, and it's cleared out there by the Saints. Scholastica back the other way off the near wall. Tristan Shuchuk sends it deep. Brady Smith there, feeds it to Romatario ahead. Poulias
slips out of the way of a big hit coming from Braden Holcomb. And Wilson Northey is knocked down. A headshot coming here, and we'll get a whistle. Wilson Northey took a shot up high. And let's see what we got here.
That's a how many, Tom, type of hit. Up high with that elbow.
Dustin Martin, a little delayed, but he was kind of wheeling around as he got it. And he's going to come talk to Travis Allberg here, and we'll see. Head contact. It was up high, that's for sure. All right, I'm going to say 2 minutes for elbowing, I believe, is the call. So Stevens Point, Sean, to the Skyward power play for the first time here tonight. Still searching for their first power play as they are 0 of 11 on the Skyward power play.
Yes, they are.
On the season.
Yep, and perfect for the Saints. They're 4 for 4 on the penalty kill so far this season. A team that does not give up a lot of penalties or power play options. So here's the first one for the Pointers. God, he would love to get a power play going.
Alex Severson off for elbowing at 11:43, and Stevens Point on the Skyward power play. All right, here's Mick Hennigan. Flips it far side. Ledenkoff comes out hard. Fletcher Anderson had it for a minute. And let's see, it's both brothers Ledenkoff here, and also Sam Olson out there. And it is Will Fisher, the 4 out there. And if your over-under is about 65 on numbers, take the over. Now Pointers send it right through Bostad with a save. Rebound shot. What a glove save by Bostad.
I think that was coming against the grain, Tom, with the
glove. Great
chance
came down, knocked it down with the glove as Bostad. Big save there.
Nice job of the Pointers getting in deep and in tight on Bostad. That's a little bit of a change from last night. That's a good first step. Here comes Connor Witherspoon, Tom.
Minute 5 remaining. Witherspoon near side to Fader. Goes to Witherspoon, redirected. Pad save made by Bostad. It's Hennigan holding it at the point near side. Nick Hennigan for Stevens Point to the half wall on the near side. David Hill with it. Hennigan can't hold the zone. He'll have to pull back and does. Now he veers ahead, sweeps it back to the far side to Witherspoon. He with Jordan Fader. Nifty move here. Fletcher Anderson in, fires a shot. Bostad is saved. Boy, the Pointers are getting to the net here, Sean, but Bostad not giving up a rebound.
Nothing doing that time for Bostad. Good job in that butterfly position. It's just swallowing the puck up in his stomach, and no rebound to be had, but a good first shift for the Pointers here on the power play. 44 seconds remaining as the second unit comes out for Stevens Point.
10:27 to go here. Here's Aromatario. Fires a shot wide. Chirino to the rebound, half wall on the far side. He'll hold it. Stick tied up from behind on a pretty good hustle here by Tristan Shuchuk, and he'll clear it out. 28 seconds to go. Mate Palfi in on the near side. It is Brady Smith now to Aromatario. Aromatario in. He'll wheel it around for Finstrom. Noah Finstrom lets it go. Pointers slide it near side. 8 seconds to go in the man advantage. Aromatario out high. Cross ice to Smith. Smith fires a shot. Went just wide. Boy, it got through, but missed. Back to even strength. Saints send their extra attacker back out. Coming in front of the net. Bostad is saved. He'll jam it. A rebound pile up to the side of the net. And we'll get some pushing and shoving here. But boy, Sean, the Pointers getting to the net.
Yeah, nice job of getting to the net on that power play chance. Brady Smith did a nice little job of getting a good shot on goal that Bostad never saw right as the power play was winding down.
9:34 to go here. We'll get the media timeout here on the Pointers Sports Network.
TDS Fiber, the future of internet, TV, and phone service, is expanding to more communities. Register now at tdsfiber.com/radio. Enjoy internet speeds up to 1 gig at your home or business. That's 10 times faster than 100 meg from cable. Plus, change the way you watch TV with our whole home DVR. Can't get that with cable. Powerful internet, premium services. Go to tdsfiber.com/radio to register, learn about bonus offers, and more. TDS Fiber available in certain areas. See website for details.
Nothing beats the excitement of UW Stevens Point athletics. Advance tickets for men's hockey and basketball are available online at tickets.uwsp.edu or by calling the University Information and Ticket Office at 715-346-4100. Game day tickets for all Pointers events go on sale at the door 1 hour prior to game time, with group pricing available with 48-hour advance purchase required. Get your seat in the dog pound today at tickets.uwsp.edu.
All right, back here at Willowdale Arena, timeout. Media timeout here, first 10:26. Sean, boy, this has kind of been the recipe for the Pointers. Out shooting the Saints 9-4, but behind on the scoreboard, 1-0. Face off to the right side of Jack Bosted. Moberg sends it to the net. Bosted turns it aside. Daniel Sukanos sends it around. Poulias had it for a minute. Here's Ledenkoff coming in. They are whistled for an offsides. Boy, Sean, they really can fly. Now, speaking of flying, here's Cody Moline into the near side. He's going to have to win a foot race to wave off an icing call. Oh, no, he didn't. Late whistle here. That's a dangerous play. And thank goodness Cody, both defenders kind of veered off at the last second, so it wasn't direct contact, but
a little nudge in the back. Yep. No worse for wear for Cody. Man, it looked like he beat the defenseman to the dots, but no dice.
All right, face off to the right side here, Matthias Smith. Gunrowski around. Moberg will get to it. Full stride on the near side. Waits, feeds it ahead to Moline. He tried to backhand it, but I think a rolling puck didn't necessarily get everything on it. Pointers try to force a turnover here. Big hit as they'll pop through. Moberg will get it. Knocked down in the play, Nathan Adrian. He had visions of getting her going back the other way, and now the Saints will send it the link to the ice, and we'll get a whistle and an icing call here. 8:50 to go. Stevens Point Brewery is a proud sponsor of Pointer Athletics, reminding you to make it a point to drink responsibly.
All right, you'll take that, Tom. An icing call on the Saints and get an offensive zone face-off here with the Finstrom line out for the Pointers. Who's going to take control offensively for this hockey team, Tom?
Well,
that's the question.
All right, off the draw, Humberstone. He'll ditch a defender. He's going to come right through, firing a shot, rebound loose, backhanded by Finstrom, and that went wide. Finstrom now near side to Fader. He'll thump it around, and the Saints able to get it, and they'll wheel in transition. Tyler Hinterser sends it deep, far corner to Nathan Adrian. He's bumped there. It's loose. Finstrom in there, got it. Now the Saints, they'll bring it back out high. A rocket of a pass that Alex Severson couldn't handle. Comes down the link to the ice. 8:15 to go here in the first. It's 1-0 Saints Scholastica. As the Saints, Jacob Seitz 2-on-2. Seitz long range shot, pad save made by Tice, but dragged a rebound out high. Here's David Hill. They'll try to fly. Hill will get there first in the far corner. He's met by Will Fisher, and Ledenkoff comes in to get it away. Ledenkoff, excuse me. Now long range shot, blocker to side. Brady Smith around, and it's David Hill. Hill. All right, left wing comes, and in it goes. And now Hennigan with a big hit, shot Smith with a save, and they'll come around. Behind the net, here's Connor Witherspoon with it. Oh, my personal favorite here, Sean. We have conflicting pronunciation guides. So we will go with what I think is the most recent, Ledenkoff. There you go. Near corner, rimmed around. So our apologies to the Ledenkoff family. We'll get it right. Tia Smith with a nice save through traffic. Big hit on the far side there by Tyler German. And, boy, watch out. Skill going by the Saints coming in. They'll come right down in front. Ooh, what a pad save made by Matthias Smith. Far corner it goes. Pointers are kind of caught watching the paint dry here a little bit. Ledenkoff sends it around. Tyler German finally comes away with it. German coming, flips it around a defender. He'll give chase to the far corner. He has in tow with him there. Matthew Falls after it to the side of the net, hung up there. German still battling for it. Here's Sam Ide. Ide with it, cross ice to Gunrowski. Gunrowski comes in, he'll fire a shot. Another shot block here by the Saints, and they will get it and come back the other way. Hard kip Ledenkoff sends it down into the far corner. Pointers battling for it there with Matthew Falls. Shot fired in front of the net. Sam Ide feeds it. Kick down again, and finally able to clear it out as Matthew falls into the neutral zone. Saints will pick it up. And Sam Ide back for Stevens Point.
And a shot deflected. This comes back out into the neutral zone. 5.5 to go in the first. Saints with a 1-0 lead. Gonrowski lets it go by. Lanigan will pick it up. Can't get a shot off. Sam Ide just blasts it down the length of the ice. Sam Olsen back to get it, so no icing. Through the neutral zone, Aromatario has it whistled past him, so he'll retreat back behind his own net and try to start a breakout here for the Pointers. Clean breakouts here have been tough to come by for the Pointers in the opening 15 minutes. Here they go. Brady Smith carries it through. He'll go, and then big hit. And separated from the puck, paid the price, but couldn't get a centering pass, and the Saints in transition back the other way. Jacob Seitz, far side to Brody Giroux. Giroux fires a shot. That goes around. Big hit now in front. Behind the net. Jordan Fader whistles a long-range shot, and Jordan Fader gets decleated here in front of, or Cody Moline, excuse me, right in front of the bench. 4:38 to go. It's been a strong 16 minutes here to start for the Saints. Long outlet pass ahead. Harrison Stewart backhands it to the near wall. Dawson Chirino, Witherspoon feeds it back. Here's Harrison Stewart ahead. And it's Fletcher Anderson. Right wing, he'll come in. Anderson coming. Saucer pass in. Collision as Witherspoon knocked into the net. We'll get a whistle. 4:17 to go in the first. Still scoreless.
Yeah, back and forth we go, and big hits back and forth as both teams try and get that physical game up. The Pointers really making an effort to bang bodies here. Any chance they get, you like that little physicality, that little edge that the Pointers are playing with right now. I think they could work on getting the puck, keeping it offensively for themselves.
Heads up. Face off, redirected, and I think everybody's all right. Nick Gonrowski for Stevens Point.
Augsburg with the early lead in Menominee, Tom, over the Blue Devils, 1-0.
Looks like UW Superior has scored in the first 5 minutes to take a 1-0 lead over Concordia, Minnesota. Here we're in the statistical dark. Shot deflected up and out of play. The online gremlins have been not kind to us
no, they
this
have
week,
not.
have they? Right?
Not.
4:02 to go in the first, still 1-0. Pointers on the road next weekend, and again, a reminder, if you're thinking about heading to Winona, 2 o'clock Friday afternoon start. 2 o'clock Friday, and then 7 o'clock in Northfield at St. Olaf. Got an Olympic-sized sheet of ice in Winona, right?
Yes.
Big sheet?
Big sheet. Yep.
Right around, here's Aromatario. Did not play St. Mary's last year, did we?
Nope.
I don't believe. Pointers flip it ahead. Anderson trying to get it ahead. Almost whistled for a hand pass. Saints will get it. Dawson Chirino back to get it. He'll veer back. Chirino gets an edge, and he'll try to get some speed back the other way. Chirino walks his way through a couple of stick checks. Saints do a good job to stay home, and boy, one of the Saints went down hard. That's Nathan Adrian. Let's see if it was a shot block or what happened here, but he comes off favor in the left leg. Fletcher Anderson ends up with the puck. He'll pull back. Anderson slips it near side to Nick Hennigan. Hennigan ahead. Tyler German on the near side. 3:20 to go. Goes without saying here, Sean, getting back to even in the next 3:15 would be a big boost of confidence for the Pointers. Now near side, David Hill took it away, waiting for Tyler German. Centered it. Brady Smith pulls it to the far side, gets a shot, that's blocked. David Hill with it, now coming in, Smith coming, tried to center it, had to kick it to his forehand and able to hold it and drag it into the far corner. He'll battle there with Alex Severson. Saints cleared out, long range pass here, and this should be an icing call, as just barely comes to the near corner, and this could be an advantage for Stevens Point here, Sean. 2:49 to go in the first, and some long lungs looking out here.
Yeah, long shift here as the Saints got caught on a long shift, so the Pointers can change, get some fresh players on the ice as the Noah Fitzstrom line comes out with Moline and Jordan Fader. Is that a little bit of a mix-up here? Or are we just playing a little strategy here at the end of the period from Coach Krieger?
All right, off the face-off, and you wonder if Wilson Northey, after that hit up high.
Yes.
Let's see if we see him on the bench here. We'll see. Fader with it ahead. Last night it was Ryan Wagner that went off, and coming around near corner, 2.5 minutes to go. Injuries have not been kind to the Pointers early on here.
All right, now right in front. Bostad somehow with a save and came spinning through. And a long-range pass coming up ahead. Ledenkoff coming in, firing a shot. Matthias Smith able to center that out and then got the paddle on it. Pointers will get it back the other way. Here's Cody Moline cycling. Left wing, he'll go back the other way. Moline carries it in near side. Waits, tries to feed it far side. Humberstone a backhander. Bostad with a save. Rebound to the far corner. Hustling there. 2 minutes to go. Even Jordan Fader coming off here, Sean. I know he's not at 100%. Coming off the glass. Humberstone falls. And no doubt about it here, Sean. Through 3 games, Wilson Northey's been their best forward.
Yes. Hands down.
Keep an eye on that. Isaac Moberg will get it and send it deep. Nathan Adrian cycles around to the far boards it goes. Tyler Hinterser steps out of the way. Nathan Adrian brings it in. He's back now. Shot coming, scoop shot. That went just wide. Smith might have gotten a piece of it. Long range shot bouncing, goes wide, fed to the far side by Witherspoon. Stevens Point will throw it behind the net to the near corner, Gunrowski. He'll try to get some speed. Gunrowski feathers it ahead, but it goes into the Pointer bench. We'll get a whistle with 1:12 to go here in the first period.
I don't see Wilson Northey, Tom, on the bench unless he's underneath us, but I don't.
I didn't see him skate off either, so we'll see, unless during the media timeout if he would have. But a face-off to the left side now of Matthias Smith. And Saints dig for it. Harrison Stewart. Oh, you need a big shot in the arm here in the final minute of period number 1. Matthias Smith leaves it behind the net. Harrison Stewart ahead. Saints on the forecheck. Make life difficult again. Now here comes Stevens Point. Up ahead. Bostad will get it. He'll veer it to the near wall. Poulius had it for a minute and then lost it. Tristan Shuchuk back the other way. Veered off by Gunrowski. Harrison Stewart in the near corner. Flip pass to the far side to German. He'll go off the far wall. Ledenkoff able to get it and send it back. Far corner for Sam Olsen. Here comes Ledenkoff back, taken away. German threw it in front of the net toward Poulius. 22 seconds to go. Lifted up, just missed the glove here of the Saints. Oh boy, Ledenkoff, I think, arguing got a glove on it. They'll say no. 17.4 seconds remaining. Stevens Point will get an offensive zone faceoff.
Yeah, you got a chance to win a draw here, Tom, and get the puck back and try to get some offense here in the final 17 seconds after an icing call on the Saints. This could be a big shot here. See what Noah Finstrom does. Can win a draw up to Brady Smith to try to get a one-time shot off.
Off the face-off, and it's blocked. Comes out high. And this time it is Philemon. Now Ledenkoff coming up. Here's Jordan Fader coming in front. Shot fired. Rebound loose. Goes wide to the side of the net. Stevens Point could not get a shot on goal. Saints will flip it up. 20 minutes in the books. And the snakebite continues.
Oh, that play was drawn up perfectly. Jordan Fader read it great on the weak side, and the outlet pass was right on his tape and broke a 2-on-1 late. And
all right,
late, and somehow the Saints got back defensively and didn't let a shot get off in the waning seconds of the period.
And came in, and Bostad made the save and able to stay down and keep it going. But Pointers assistant coach Brian Crom joins us here, coach, and kind of a familiar theme we've seen here. You got things going, got some chances, but just the snakebite continues a little bit here.
Yeah, it's not going to be easy right now. Obviously, we've been struggling quite a bit with putting the puck in the net, but the only way to get past it is keep working, keep digging harder.
I tell you what, this is a team with speed and they're physical. They're putting the clamps on you a bit, getting through the neutral zone is not easy.
Yeah, they do play fast. They like to stretch the zone and play an open kind of game, and that's something that we haven't really seen yet this year. So it's a good test for us.
You get the feeling that you get one here, the door will break down a little bit here?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's come in and, he hit a post there and he had a couple of good chances. Did get a power play that, set up a couple of good chances as well.
Yep. Like I said, it's all going to be work-based. Nothing's going to come easy for this team, obviously.
Yep, and trying to keep them away from the front of the net is no easy task either.
Yep, just got to box out, find your man box out.
Keep it simple, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, Coach, thanks. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Pointers assistant coach Brian Crom joining us here. Stevens Point trailing St. Scholastica 1-0 after one period. We'll take a break. We'll come back to tell you about it after this timeout. You're listening to the Pointer Sports Network.
UWSP Athletics partners with BSN Sports, the largest provider of team sports equipment and apparel in the country. Pointers and BSN would like to thank all the coaches on and off the field. While BSN Sports is the best at equipping athletes, coaches are the best at equipping lives, and that's the real final score. Learn more at bsnsports.com.
Sport Clips Haircuts has an app. Download the app. Upgrade your experience.
All right, people, bring it in. The Sport Clips app. Use it to check in, track your arrival time, get heads-up alerts. Why is that important?
Because guys don't like to wait.
That's right, Alicia. Convenience.
The Sport Clips app. If it were any more convenient, it would cut your hair. Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Opt-in required. Message and data fees may apply.
Want to get your degree and stay debt-free? With the Wisconsin Army National Guard, you can get paid to be a full-time student with their 100% tuition reimbursement program. You can join the Guard, be a part-time soldier, and earn a degree. Call Sergeant First Class Mike Parks at 920-279-7527 or visit NationalGuard.com to learn more. The Wisconsin Army National Guard, a proud sponsor of Pointers Athletics. Want to stay in the game online with the Pointers? Visit the official UWSP Athletics website, athletics.uwsp.edu. The new and improved online home of the Pointers provides fans with a clean, consistent, and modern experience across all devices. You'll find the latest Pointers news, rosters, schedules, results, links to live broadcasts, statistics, and much, much more. Your gateway to the Pointers Sports Network, athletics.uwsp.edu.
Hi, back here at KB Willett Arena, Tom Weaver, Sean McMahon, as we are through 20 minutes at Willett Arena, and Sean, kind of another chapter in a book that hasn't been too fun to read so far.
It has not. It has not. Again, the Pointers will play from behind for the fourth game in a row, as they have not had the lead yet this season. They've been able to fight back and tie games up and show that grit, but this is just got to find a way to get a goal. I mean, Isaac Moberg had the best opportunity of the first period. In an eighth of an inch lower, it's a goal. He wrung one off the crossbar and came straight down and did not go in.
That it is. All right, only goal of the period. Arkip Ledenkoff, his second of the year, assisted by Daniel Sukanos and Carson Richels. That came at 4:38. And the Saints have the 1-0 lead. Shots on goal even at 10. Tell you what, Sean, that one skyward power play, the Pointers had 4 shots credited there. So they're moving the puck. Yep. And again, it's just that I hate to be, the dead horse called instead stop beating me, but you just cannot find a way to finish. We'll go there. Jack Bostad makes 10 saves, 9 saved for Matthias Smith there. Again, only 1 penalty in the first period. Tell you what, Sean, Pointers are doing a really good job on faceoffs, winning 20 of 24 faceoffs in that first period.
I was going to say that would be the positive light. The Pointers were able to win a lot of offensive zone faceoffs. You win a faceoff, you control the puck right off the hop. You're able to get some good scoring chances off those faceoff wins,
including 8 of 11 in the offensive zone.
Yep.
So man, I tell you that goes a long way to get things started here and get it going. We'll see if the Pointers can turn that around. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back, run down the other scores, plus a little update of our Pointers and the pros coming up as well.
All right,
that's coming up. St. Scholastica 1-0 after 1. More of our first intermission coming up on the Pointer Sports Network.
Your family safety is important, and with winter driving coming, Sherrill Tire and Service can help. Sherrill Tire and Service Centers can help with new tires and a pre-season tune-up, so your entire vehicle is winter ready. Sherrill Tire and Service, Plover, Stevens Point, Weston, Wisconsin Rapids, Marshfield, and Medford. And online at SherrillTire.com.
Sherrill Tire and Service. Get your car done right.
Hey sports fans, if supportive teammates, a great culture, and an honest shot at advancement make for a win, then you'll be victorious when you join Skyward's award-winning team. You'll help put powerful data in the hands of school leaders who serve over 7 million students around the world. Innovation, collaboration, and fun are all a part of the Skyward culture. So what are you waiting for? Apply today at skyward.com/careers and join more than 275 Pointer alumni at Skyward.
The first full week in November is jam-packed with Pointers action as the winter sports season takes off. On Tuesday, the Pointer women's basketball team opens the Matt Hockett era when the Pointers host Northland College in Bird Gym. Wednesday, it's the men's turn as the Pointers host St. Olaf on Bennett Court at the Quant Fieldhouse. Pointer women's hockey team travels to Marion on Tuesday and stays on the road at River Falls on Friday. Next weekend, the Pointer Sports Network will be with the Pointer men's hockey team as they travel to St. Mary's in Winona for a 2 p.m. Friday afternoon matchup and close out the trip Saturday night at St. Olaf. Pre-game coverage starts 15 minutes prior to face-off. Get your tickets today at tickets.uwsp.edu or stay in the game with the Pointers online at athletics.uwsp.edu.
All right, back here at KB Willett Arena. Tom Weaver, Sean McMahon. Tell you what, partner, a good crowd here tonight.
Very good crowd. Nice crowd. Yeah. We had two really nice crowds in a row. And
a little over 1,100 last night or so. I think tonight's bigger.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Last night, to be honest with you. We'll go from there. All right, other scores. One final from earlier today. St. John's beats Northland 4-1. So the Johnnies split their interlock weekend, losing in overtime to Eau Claire last night and beating Northland 4-1 this afternoon. Augsburg, a 1-0 lead over Stout. Gustavus and Eau Claire scoreless after one period. Superior leading Concordia Moorhead 1-0, and River Falls leading Concordia Wisconsin 1-0. In the MIAC, St. Olaf and Bethel are scoreless just into the second period. Hamlin, who sits atop the MIAC after the first games, a 1-0 lead over St. Mary's. Of course, the Pointers will be in Winona Friday afternoon. 2 o'clock face-off, 1:45 our pregame show. Yours truly will be doing the solo dance next weekend, so we'll prepare for that in the afternoon. And at St. Olaf on Saturday, so I know you'll be
tuned in.
You'll be tuned in on the high-speed text wire.
Yeah, but Twitter wire.
That's right. There you go. Yep. NCHA final earlier today, Aurora at Trine. It is the Spartans sweeping a 5-3. That was a pretty tight weekend. 1-goal win last night for the Spartans. And Lake Forest leading MSOE 2-1. WIAC women earlier today. Eau Claire beat St. Mary's 3-0. Northland and St. Olaf a 2-2 tie. Other Pointer sports. Pointer football team fell to Oshkosh this afternoon 45-0. They will close the regular season at Whitewater next weekend for the Pointers. And the Pointer women's volleyball team currently in the WIAC championship match at Whitewater. Pretty good feeling that the Pointers are in the NCAA tournament. They go down there and somehow find a way to knock off the top-seeded Warhawks. Some speculation, maybe a home first round. A couple of matches there. Whitewater wins the opening set 25-20, and they lead now 15-10 in the second set. I know Pointers came from behind to beat Oshkosh in the semifinals.
Yes, they did.
So we'll see there. But I believe, if I heard correctly, the selection show for volleyball is noon on Monday.
Okay.
So Pointers pretty confident that they'll get in. It's a question of where, and again, a rally to win a WIAC championship could get it. John, while we got a couple of minutes here, always like to keep tabs on our alum that are off and about, and Pointers have 7 players that are still playing in the pro level, starting in the Southern Professional Hockey League. Jake Barber taking another spin with the Huntsville Havoc, and he's joined on their roster by Carter Rue, who is off to they're about 4 or 5 games into their season, and Ryan Orgel playing with the Pensacola Ice Flyers in the Southern Professional Hockey League. East Coast League, which For those of you not familiar, or the ECHL, I guess they call it now. It's not the East Coast Hockey League anymore.
It's Coast.
Blah, blah, blah.
I always called it the Coast.
The Coast, whatever it is. That would be the equivalent, basically, of Double A. I guess, in the baseball comparison, and the SPHL is Single A.
Correct.
Compare it there. Max Milosic with the Toledo Walleye. An affiliate of your Detroit Red Wings.
I have a bone to pick with you. You got me all wired up a couple weeks ago when
I did.
The Wings decided to send their best goalie prospect.
Yeah.
They didn't send him back to juniors. They sent him to Toledo, but they elected to keep Max.
Yeah.
We thought Max was heading back to the SP. He's worked his tail off to
still
get this
there.
opportunity.
So good for him. Yeah. Alex Crom, the brother of Pointer's assistant coach Brian Crom. I guess the original Crom Pointer, I guess we'll have to refer to him as. Is spinning with the Tulsa Oilers. Drew McLean with the Orlando Solar Bears. He's landed in the best spot of all of them, I guess.
think so.
Playing pro hockey in Orlando. Probably deal with that. And Logan Fredericks playing with the Wichita Thunder in the ECHL. Also a couple of upgrades for some Pointer coaches coming in. Former Pointer head coach Chris Brooks made the shift from Michigan Tech to Clarkson University in the ECAC in the offseason. The Pointers' Evan Dixon promoted to the associate head coach with the United States Hockey League with the Dubuque Fighting Saints. He has a new running mate as an assistant coach in Zach Bedelemente. So Zach did a graduate and was an assistant at Trinity College in Connecticut. So, of course, those two we had a lot of fun with in that 2019 championship year. So they are back together in the United States Hockey League. Justin Hale was an assistant with the Dubuque Fighting Saints. He's now the head coach of the Philadelphia Rebels in the North American Hockey League. Anthony Noreen remains the head coach of the Tri-City Storm in the United States Hockey League, and a great upgrade for Tom Upton. Tommy was the head coach at Madison in the USHL, went on a great playoff run. Went to the finals last year. Went to the finals before falling to Sioux City. He is now an assistant coach at UMass Amherst under Greg Carville, and they were off to a hot start, but have hit a little skid here in recent days. And should also mention Kyle Sharkey has now joined the coaching ranks as an assistant coach with the Minot Minotauros in the North American Hockey League. So I know there's others that are out there and things like that. I think I counted since 2015, 33 Pointers have signed pro contracts to go on. We got a bunch coaching as well. So we'll try to keep tabs on them throughout the year and hope they're all having a good year. We'll take one more break. We'll come back. Second period action. Pointers trailing 1-0. This is Pointer Hockey on the Pointer Sports Network.
UWSP Athletics partners with BSN Sports, the largest provider of team sports equipment and apparel in the country. Pointers and BSN would like to thank all the coaches on and off the field. While BSN Sports is the best at equipping athletes, coaches are the best at equipping lives, and that's the real final score. Learn more at bsnsports.com.
Sport Clips Haircuts has an app. Download the app. Upgrade your experience.
All right, people, bring it in. The Sport Clips app. Use it to check in, track your arrival time, get heads-up alerts. Why is that important?
Because guys don't like to wait.
That's right, Alicia. Convenience.
The Sport Clips app. If it were any more convenient, it would cut your hair. Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Opt-in required. Message and data fees may apply.
Want to get your degree and stay debt-free? With the Wisconsin Army National Guard, you can get paid to be a full-time student with their 100% tuition reimbursement program. You can join the Guard, be a part-time soldier, and earn a degree. Call Sergeant First Class Mike Parks at 920-279-7527 or visit NationalGuard.com to learn more. The Wisconsin Army National Guard, a proud sponsor of Pointers Athletics. Want to stay in the game online with the Pointers? Visit the official UWSP Athletics website, athletics.uwsp.edu. The new and improved online home of the Pointers provides fans with a clean, consistent, and modern experience across all devices. You'll find the latest Pointers news, rosters, schedules, results, links to live broadcasts, statistics, and much, much more. Your gateway to the Pointers Sports Network, athletics.uwsp.edu.
All right, back here at KB Willett Arena. Tom Weaver, Sean McMahon set for the second period. Sean, what does Coach Crom always say? Our game is built for the second period, right?
Bet it is.
Yep. Well, I'd like to have a giant glass of that Kool-Aid right now.
I would take
Yeah, here's a good sign, though, Sean. Wilson Northey
He's back.
has come out and come toward the bench.
Yep. Says he's good.
And we'll see. So hopefully, one of those cases where they hit up high, they go check them out. As we saw with Ryan Wagner last night, Sean, and I never saw, it was behind the play and never saw it, but got his bell rung pretty good.
On the bench, though,
And
Ryan.
Safety first, yep. Much like we saw last weekend with Cody Moline.
Yep.
All right, set to go here, second period. Wilson Northey out there with Jordan Fader and Andrew Poulius. So all things back together here. I'm all for getting through adversity here, Sean, but this is a lot. It's getting a little deep. Who knows?
Get some momentum going.
Yeah. All right, here's Andrew Poulius. Steps to center ice with Philman Ledenkoff. And the Pointers send it in. Poulius after it right away. Boy, how about snapping one right out of the get-go here. Wilson Northey run into the net, able to get it back on. Long range shot redirected and went just wide. Near side, Sam Ide waiting for it. On the near side, Arkip Ledenkoff firing a shot that goes wide. Pointers try to clear it out, but the Saints send it right back in. Coming around. Ledenkoff, far corner. Looks to center, nothing there. That's Philman Ledenkoff. Saints bring it back out to the point, and it slides through the defender, Mate Palfi. And that goes down the length of the ice. And here come the Saints again. Nick Lanigan. Long range shot into the midsection. Matthias Smith makes a save. And he'll hang on. 19:06 to go here in period number 2. St. Scholastica still a 1-0 lead.
Get a defensive zone face-off. Matthias played pretty well in that first period. Made some good saves. The goal he gave up had no chance. Deflected late. Being close on him. But made the saves that he needed. Got some help from his mates at times.
All right, Aromatario whistles it around. Fletcher Anderson will bring it in. Anderson coming through. Lost the handle on it and then has to stay home, or the Saints have an odd man rush back the other way. Brady Smith drops the hammer on Braden Holcomb right down below us as they scrum for it. Sticks up high and no further contact. And it's Anderson again up the far wall. He's hammered off. And Pointers go back behind the net. Sam Olsen steps out of the way. Up ahead, Alice Adrian brings it in. Nathan Adrian around. Aromatario steals him up, and the Pointers will shoot it down the length of the ice and just get an icing call here, and we'll get a whistle with 18:20 to go here. And I'm thinking that somebody, whoever turned and fired that puck there, Sean, thought they may get some traffic dangerously up the middle. But it goes the length of the ice. And Noah Finstrom will take the face-off here. Behind the net, Brady Smith around, up the wall, hits a skate on the far side. Finstrom around, check it, Fletcher Anderson, 2-on-1 with Sherino. Fletcher Anderson coming in, lost the handle, now throws it back in front. Shot save made by Bostad, and the rebound to the near side. Boy, nothing being handled cleanly by the Pointers here. Sherino, now to the near corner. Saints clear it out. Center ice, Tristan Schuchuk. Around the boards, Harrison Stewart cuts it off. Stewart around the boards to Moline on the near side. Saints break that one up, but then it flutters out. Moberg giving chase. He'll poke it ahead. Here's Cody Moline. Moline battling. He'll go with Alex Severson behind the net. Far side. Pointers fan on it, but now it's Moline. Sends it back to Stewart. Stewart off the near wall for Moline. He'll gather it back in. Try to go back to center ice, but he was taken down in the play. Saints have it momentarily, but Gunrowski for Stevens Point accelerates back the other way. Good stick work here by the Saints on a stick check. Forces an offsides, and we'll get a whistle. And a delayed. Very good back check there by the Saints to put it off just at the line.
Yep, was able to push Moline off right at the last second on the offsides. Not going to be called intentional there, Tom, so a little bit of a break by the Pointers as I think just got tangled up with a couple players, so they blew it down.
All right, Tyler German to take the face-off for Stevens Point. Far side, Ledenkoff to Ledenkoff. This is Philman. Arkip now to Philmon ahead, and when David Hill rubs him out, Pointers will get it. Hennigan tried to step around, nothing doing. Tell you what, Saints are doing a good job protecting their own blue line here. Nothing is easy here for the Pointers. Chipped out, Sam Ide will hustle ahead. Philmon Ledenkoff coming quickly, but Ide a nice job to separate the puck there. Matthew Falls waits for it on the near side. Here's Tyler German. German coming in. German fights it, far side. That's a shot. Went for a redirect with Hill. That went too strong. Nathan Adrian to center ice. Mick Hennigan broke that up. Took a whack on the hands. Feeds it far side to Romatario. He'll accelerate in on the far side. Romatario with a shot. Bostad with a save and hangs on.
That's what you want to do. Get at the face-off dot and take a big shot. Good wrister by Romatario. And Bostad makes a good glove save to blow it down. There's room on the weak side, Tom. Both teams trying to exploit that with cross-ice passes to try to spring some odd man rushes back and forth. Leads to some entertaining hockey through the neutral zone, that's for sure.
Face off to the right side of Jack Bostad, who so far, now shot, rebound in front, trickle goose, where we get a whistle. What do we have?
Go down. The puck clearly not covered up by Bostad, and the officials with a quick whistle.
Or are they going to say it was hit with a high stick?
Well, they're going to keep the face off in the zone. So that leads to me saying it was a quick whistle. Woo. And the Pointers were all over that.
Cannot get a break. All right, face off to the left side of Jack Bostad. Here's Fader, feeds it back, Romatario. Reverses near corner, Pulios, some stick work. Around, Fader now again, bumped off, Northey reaching for it. But it's Sam Olsen that wins that battle and comes out with it. They'll send it deep, Romatario collides with Braden Holcomb momentarily. Stevens Point in transition, back the other way at center ice, Brady Smith. Feeds it far side to Fader, right back in front, Smith. Redirected that one a little bit wide. Saints throw it to center ice, Romatario gets it. Nick Romatario ahead for the Pointers, and goes to Andrew Pulias, lost an edge. Some might argue stick helped that, but they'll say play on, far corner. Now they'll try to center it, Pulias turning, fired a shot to goal! Andrew Pulias with an absolute laser beam for Stevens Point. His first of the year beats Jack Bostad. Stevens Point even up, 15:36 to go in the second.
Bad turnover by the Zamboni door by the Saints, and Andrew Pulias jumped all over it. 2 quick strides towards the net, wristed it, and a laser beam beats Bostad stick side and low. And the Pointers have tied it up at 1 here at Willett Arena.
All right, so Andrew Pulias with career goal number 6, first of the year. All right, Saints looking to answer right back in. They carry it right back down. Long range shot kicked aside by Smith. Dawson Chirino. Alex Severson. Now to Fletcher Anderson on the far side. Saints with it again. Now they'll dance right in front, coming, trying a wraparound. Not there. Now they jam it right in front of the net, turned aside. Right in front of the net was Tristan Shuchuk. And it's Fletcher Anderson. Anderson to the far corner. 15 minutes to go here. Anderson tried to feed it ahead, but the forecheck of the Saints here. Without a stick is Gonrowski. He's finally able to get it back, half wall on the near side. And Stevens Point looks to push it out. Near side, Saints fire a shot. That's deflected. Pointers thought it was going to go up, but instead it's a 2-on-1. Fletcher Anderson with it. He'll get it. Lost it. Got it back. Comes in front. Firing a shot. Bostad with a save. Turns it aside. Anderson to the rebound. Out high, Harrison Stewart with a shot. Bostad with a pad save. Far side, Sam Olsen for Scholastica. Ahead. Arkip Ledenkoff sends it in, but the Pointers quick right back out. Witherspoon had it, and then lost it. This is Arkip Ledenkoff again. Philmon Ledenkoff now with it, far side. Round it goes, Pulias. And it is Gonrowski with it. They poke it free. Watch out, 2-on-none. And they mishandle the pass. The freewheeling Saints that time couldn't make the Pointers pay. Palfy with it. Rebound effort. That's cleared aside by the Pointers, but the Saints now with it. Digging it out, Sam Olsen. Olsen coming around. They'll feed it far side. And the Saints bring it out high. Shot block in front of the net. Saints get it right back to the side of the net. Centering pass cleared off again. Finally, it's Connor Witherspoon for point ahead for Cody Moline. Glove down by the Saints. Isaac Moberg couldn't hold the zone, but he'll send it in deep. Pointers will change here. That'll allow the Saints to get control of the puck. Witherspoon worked it free for a moment. It's redirected back in the zone, and back to get it is Nick Lanigan for St. Scholastica. David Hill, far corner, racing to get to a loose puck. Hill behind the net, wraparound, comes through, nobody home. Good thought there by David Hill to just get a puck on net, but had a little bit too much. Far side, here they go behind the net. Hill coming right in front. Tyler German had it slip right through his legs. Here come the Saints, back the other way, Nick Lanigan. Left wing with a backhander in. Matthias Smith feeds it to the far side to Humberstone. Falls with it. Nifty pass back, and it's David Hill. Hill with speed, cuts to the right wing, brings it in, fires a shot to goal! David Hill, a shot that fooled Bostad. 12:45 to go in the second. Stevens Point with their first lead of the season at 2-1.
That's a great little play. Found David Hill on the weak side. He takes a couple strides, and he kind of shot that puck against the grain that fooled Bostad. Again, stick side and low. And the Pointers have their first lead of the year. It'll be David Hill's first of the year. 2-1, Stevens Point.
All right. And finally, the crowd at Willett, something to get into here. Wilson Northey will backhand it in. Jordan Fader crashing in there to free it up. Northey in the near corner, just out of his reach. It goes up into the netting. All right, so Jack Bostad. Boy, Sean, I think that shot by Hill fooled Bostad.
Oh, yeah.
Now here's Poulias walking in, couldn't get a shot. Stick lifted from behind. Brody Giro able to clear it out. They'll throw it a long, lengthy pass ahead. Brady Smith will race in to get it. Collision here along the near boards. Romatario spinning free, turning with a shot. That's gulfed wide. Jordan Fader to the rebound on the far side for Stevens Point. Cleared it out. Fader giving a rough ride on the far side. He'll pick it up now, gets to his feet. He'll cut in ahead. Jordan Fader waiting for help. He'll survey it up, leaves it for Brady Smith. Dances around. Smith with a shot. Bostad with a save. Boy, I tell you what, very unselfish play there by Jordan Fader.
Yeah. He was at the end of his shift, Tom, and he got hooked up with a Saint down low in the defensive end, and it was a good shot on goal. A little dump pass to Brady Smith and shot the puck on goal, and good save, and the Pointers making concerted effort, Tom, to shoot that puck low side stick, as they've burnt Bostad a couple times here in the second period with that shot.
All right, face out to the right side. Finstrom wired it around. Hennigan will cut it off and hold the zone on the near side. Fletcher Anderson picks it up. Anderson finally with it. Far side Hennigan, long range shot, hit a body in front, rebound kicked wide. Finstrom after the rebound behind the net, and the Saints back the other way. This is Jack Fitzgerald. Now it's Dawson Chirino in. Chirino around, looks to shove it back toward the middle, but forced wide and then took a shot up high. Penalty call coming up here against the Saints. Fitzgerald will touch it as Dawson Chirino giving a rough ride up high. And let's see what we got here. An elbowing call, Stevens Point to the skyward power play.
Oh, the students are into it, Tommy, down low as they are giving it to the Saints, and the Pointers tallied twice here in the second period. The Saints don't like the elbowing call. It'll be the captain going, Severson, to the box for an elbow. He's taking his time going to the box here. Elbow, so the Pointers off to their second power play of the night, and Severson to the penalty box for a second time tonight.
Sean, what'd they say in Top Gun? What were you doing? Communicating? Is that what the students were doing there? All right. Brady Smith with it. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah, I do. That's right. Clearly communicating.
Skyward power play for the Pointers, second of the night.
They did it.
Right, they've been getting the shots in the power play here. Chirino with it. He'll let it go for Brady Smith. Saints try to jump the play. It goes up in the air, and the Saints dig it up. Watch out. Short-handed. Might be a 2-on-1. Back the other way. Carson Richard coming in. Beautiful back check here by Brady Smith. to swoop in there and get it. Finstrom will get it at center ice. Finstrom off to the near side. They try to ride him free, and kind of a lazy pass back to Romatario. He will speed it in on the far side. Gets around a defender, goes deep toward the far corner. Saints first to get there, though, reverse it back and shoot it down the length of the ice. Minute 15 remaining on the Skyward power play. 10:45 to go in the second. Stevens Point with a 2-1 lead. Smith. Now it's Connor Witherspoon that will charge it ahead. Witherspoon ahead, and in on the far side, David Hill with it. Defender falls down. Here's McHennigan through, walks a defender. He'll come in right in front, throws a backhander in front of the net, smothered there by the Saints nicely. Oh boy, you talk about a selfless defensive play there. I believe it was Bryce Johnson paid the price on a blocked shot, got up and cleared it. Down the length of the ice, 40 seconds remaining on the Saints penalty kill here as the Pointers on the Skyward power play. Anderson to Hill in the right wing, charges in. David Hill fires a rocket, rebound shot. Bostad with a diving save, got a piece of it with the paddle. Fader behind the net sets up, broken stick here. He's got to chop it around that, and it's out of the reach of Connor Witherspoon. Philmon Ledenkoff with it, and he's rubbed out of the play here on the near side. Hennigan back to get it, 15 to go on the Skyward power play for Stevens Point. Long range pass ahead into the zone it goes. Jordan Fader plays it. Fader, far corner, reverses, has a defender on his back. That's Sam Olsen. Final seconds of the power play kicking off here, and it is Witherspoon. Leaves it back to Hennigan. Back to even strength. Hennigan through, poke free, watch out. Hennigan recovers, however. He'll flip it to the far side for Witherspoon. Fader, stick lift to the far corner, and almost got a penalty call, but then held off at the last minute. Poked free again. Jordan Fader will hammer it deep. Hopping in on Bostad, he'll turn that one aside. Behind the net it goes. Cody Moline in there with a big hit. Check it, Poulias. Now Poulias knocked down in front of the net. Gets back to his feet. Here's Humberstone on the far side. Too hot for him to handle, but down on his knees, he's able to keep it going. And at the half wall on the far side, waits for help from Cody Moline. Moline sends it, far corner. Poulias back to Moline once again. And Sam Ide with it here. Almost held the zone, but they'll say he didn't. All right, long-range pass. Humberstone back there with Sam Ide. And around it goes, far side. Isaac Moberg in. Tried to feed it back to the middle to Tyler German. Now does, but it's too late. Saints will get it, and they'll turn in possession to the puck. Philmon Ledenkoff back the other way. He'll hold it. Centering pass coming. Poked free there. Isaac Moberg. Oh, boy, all kinds of stick work from behind, and then knocked out with a hip check, but kept it going. Here's Moberg. Tried to center it. Back the other way they go. Arkip Ledenkoff at center ice, 1-on-2. Ledenkoff waits for help. Chips it to the near side to Richels. And around it goes. Moberg to it again, ahead, maybe a 2-on-1, German with Moline. Tyler German coming in, rips a shot, missed and got the glass. German will get to the rebound on the near side and send it deep again, far side to Moline, far corner. Pointers flexing their muscle a little bit here as Moline out high, now zips it. Harrison Stewart up the near wall, looks to go to the front of the net. Near corner, he'll cut to the back of the net. He's bumped there by Severson. David Hill in there, good check there to separate the puck, and it's Harrison Stewart, keeps going in the near corner. Stewart now near corner. This is Noah Finstrom, or check it, Fletcher Anderson. He and Finstrom a two-man game here. Now Hill cuts around. Finstrom around the broken stick, one hands it away. Pointers try to get it out of the way, and David Hill will come off here. Saints off the glass and out, and got a hustle back here as back to get it here, Nick Lanigan, but he's humped in the near corner there by Nick Gunrowski of the Pointers. 7:10 to go here in the second. Stevens Point 2-on-2. Chirino, right wing, looks to center, stops, now pulls, wires his shot through. Fletcher Anderson, bad angled shot after it hit him off near the side of the net. Near side it goes. I think we'll get the immediate timeout here at the next whistle as we've had a long play back the other way. 2-on-1 in front. Saints just missed. Pointers dodge a major league bullet there. All right, Brady Smith ahead. Chirino coming in with Smith to the front of the net. Chirino waits, fires his shot. Glove save made by Bostad, and he'll hang on. Media timeout. 6:45 to go in the second here on the Pointer Sports Network.
Snow Pilot is our winter seasonal. This beer has a tremendous body. The malt feels great. What I like is the nuttiness that it gets from the Maris Otter malt. Pistachio just comes through like you wouldn't believe. It's almost dessert-like. This is absolutely winter beer, and if you ever have a campfire in the middle of winter, this is what you want in your glass. It's just great.
Warm up this winter with a Snow Pilot from Point Brewery.
Show off your Pointer pride with the Affinity Debit Card exclusively from U.S. Bank. The Affinity Debit Card isn't just for students. Parents, alumni, faculty, and other fans can show their spirit too. Visit usbank.com/UWSP to get your Pointer Affinity Debit Card today. Or visit the campus branch location in the Dreyfus University Center Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. U.S. Bank, the official banking partner of UW-Stevens Point. All right, back at Willett Arena, Tom Weaver, Sean McMahon, Sean, our other scores. Again, the finals, St. John's beats Northland 4-1. Augsburg, Stout got on the board, but Augsburg answers right back. 2-1 Augies there. Eau Claire, a 1-0 lead over Gustavus. Concordia, Minnesota with 3 in the second to lead Superior 3-2. And it's River Falls, a 1-0 lead over Concordia, Wisconsin. Here, 6:45 to go in the second. Stevens Point, a 2-1 lead. Aromatario with a shot. That went just wide. Ledenkoff, far side. He's hammered off the play. Arkip Ledenkoff. Now Wilson Northey tried to get it back to the front. Puglia sends it wide again. Pointers really have done a good job keeping the pressure in the offensive zone here in the second period. They've responded with 2 goals here. Wilson Northey in. Poulius to the front of the net. Northey coming. Fires a shot blocked. And Fader couldn't handle the rebound. Leaves it out high. Romatario shot. Bostad with a save. And Andrew Poulius lurking around the net.
And we'll get a whistle.
College hockey, buddy.
That's why we love the game, right?
Yep.
Good play by the Pointers that time. And you hit it right on the head. This second period, this team is built for the second period. And they have done exactly what they needed to do, is continue to hold the puck, play that puck possession game, and they've hemmed in the Saints quite simply in their own end. And it's tiring them out as this period goes on.
All right, off the near wall, Tyler Hinterser comes. He'll come to center ice. Lead pass ahead for Nick Lanigan. Lanigan, Sam Ide forces him wide. Mick Hennigan there. He'll poke it behind the net. Got hung up there. Connor Witherspoon will gather it in. Witherspoon will come to the side of the net now up the middle. Nice pass here to Isaac Moberg. Moberg in, leaves. Now Witherspoon walks right through. 2 defenders, goes behind the net. Throws it back out in front. Out of the reach of Moberg. Sam Ide with it. He'll fire a shot. Redirected. Moline might have gotten a piece of that one, as well as a backhander with a rebound. Hennigan has it go through his skates. They'll turn back the other way. 5.5 to go here in the second period. Stevens Point, their first lead of the season. Chipped in here by Isaac Moberg. They'll get it deep, and Stevens Point will change. German falls, and they'll wait for the third of David Hill to come out, as now he'll come out as they finish the change. Now Humberstone, beautiful job here, and a big hit in the far corner.
And that was
are you kidding me? Now here's Humberstone back with it. Boy, oh boy, an interference call here as the collision with Sam Olsen, and that was a late arm going up. So Tyler German going to go off on the interference call.
So, power play chances. The Saints, they're 0 for the season as well. 0 for 10 on the power play. Pointers, they've killed off 6 of 7 power plays this season, 85.7%.
Yep. So German off for interference. 5:05 to go in the second. Hey. Off the face-off, comes around. Here's Stevens Point, short-handed. Jordan Fader ahead, gets around a defender. Jordan Fader comes in, firing a shot, just missed. Far corner. And up they'll go, and Wilson Northey. Northey around to the backside, and it is Philmon Ledenkoff with it now. Saints on the power play here. 4.5 minutes to go, minute 25 remaining. Ledenkoff walks in. He'll come around, looks to center it, now sets up in the near corner. Brings it out high to Sukanos. Sukanos. Now right in front, shot save made by Matthias Smith on a point-blank shot. That's turned aside. Pointers can't get possession of the puck. Now they do. Finstrom will chase after it here for Stevens Point. Puck loose, and he almost walked it in. Now it's Tyler Hinterser into the zone. Hinterser coming. Nobody picks him up. He'll just get free. Firing a shot. That missed. Maybe a shoulder there by Smith. Finstrom will get it, and he'll backhand it down the length of the ice. Poulius. Moline.
And they'll ride some time here. 38 remaining on the St. power play. Poulias had it for a minute and then lost it in the far corner. Now they'll feed it through on the near side. Braden Holcomb. Now back the other way. Moline short-handed. Might be a 2-on-none. Here's Moline coming in, firing a shot. Pad save made by Bostad. And this might be a 3-on-2 back the other way. Here's Braden Holcomb clearing. Now they'll center it back, leave it out high, wiring a shot. Shot blocked there by the Pointers. Rebound turned aside off the far wall down the length of the ice. Pointer penalty killers feeling it here, Sean. 4 seconds to go. Coming up on 3 minutes to go here in the second period. And Stevens Point back to even strength. Far side. Stevens Point a 2-1 lead, just under 3 minutes. Oh boy, it got a piece of Tyler German coming back in. He looks to be all right now. Matthew Falls, a big hit, separated the puck, lost his stick. Hill coming in there. Romatario will get it. Bouncing puck sends it in, but Stevens Point is offsides. Now here's David Hill coming after it. He'll force it free for a minute. German, still David Hill in there. And they're back the other way. Falls with it again. Looks to send it back in deep. Fletcher Anderson bumped off the play, but he'll keep the puck deep. Now goes and chases after it on the far side. And bouncing puck coming through. Brady Smith back there to get it in front of 2 Saints players. Off the near wall, Dawson Chirino had it, lost it, got it back. Chirino 3-on-2. Near side to Witherspoon. Looks to center, back to Chirino. Far side, shot by Anderson. Save made by Bostad. Rebound out high. Romatario with a shot. Rebound loose. Side of the net, cleared out there by Severson to the far corner. And cleared out. Here is a Romatario around. 1:50 to go. Witherspoon ducks around, it gets it, keeps it going to Chirino. Chirino. And now centering pass in front, shot over the top of the net by Witherspoon to the far corner. Witherspoon digs it out. Boy, it looks like the Saints are kind of on fumes here, Sean, but they're able to get enough muster it to clear it up. Might have a 2-on-1. This is Philmon Ledenkoff coming back. They'll go back to the far side, holding up a shot, redirected. Smith makes a save. They'll come back to the near side. A shot whistles through, shot off the outside of the net. Maybe a piece of it with the paddle by Matthias Smith. Chirino near side tries to work it free right in front of the Saints bench. Gets sent deep with 1:10 to go. Behind the net with 1 minute to go. Stevens Point will set up the breakout here. Stevens Point a 2-1 lead. And a long lead pass ahead. Wilson Northey paid the price but couldn't get the puck deep. Here's the Saints' Nathan Adrian ahead for Hinterser. Hinterser, 45 seconds to go. Sam Ide. Far side, Jordan Fader. Near wall. Here's the Saints back the other way. Nick Lanigan, 27 to go. Coming up, Sean's going to introduce you to one of the young goaltenders of the Pointers here between periods. Saints will pull it back. 15 to go. Long outlet pass. Northey intercepts. Shoves it ahead. Poulias trying to get it from Fader. Now Wilson Northey ahead. Ide will send it to the far wall. 8 seconds to go. Humberstone fights his way to the red line. Pays the price, but got the puck deep. Isaac Moberg kicks it out. 2 seconds. Near wall it goes, and that will do it. Pretty good middle 20 minutes here for Stevens Point, Sean, to get them their first lead of the season.
We talked about drinking that big glass of second period Kool-Aid. That's exactly what happened. Great 20 minutes, middle stanza for the Pointers as they hemmed in the Saints and as they skate off. Lots of hands on knees and long legs here, Tom. So Pointers do their job. They get 2 in the second, and they'll have a lead going into the third period for the first time this season.
That they will. All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll get you a recap. Sean will have a Pointer profile with the freshman goaltender, the big Texan.
Yes.
Alex Proctor. Coming his way. And plus, we'll get you some other scores. Stevens Point leading St. Scholastica 2-1. Back with our second intermission after this timeout. This is Pointer Hockey on the Pointer Sports Network.
UWSP Athletics would like to thank Century World, a valued sponsor of Pointers Athletics. Nestled in the heart of central Wisconsin, Century World is a great place to hold your next event. With breathtaking facilities coupled with a wide variety of packages and amenities to deliver an exceptional experience, and with an award-winning 18-hole golf course with rolling greens to the famous Flower Hole, Century World consistently ranks as one of the best destination golf courses in the nation. For more information, visit centuryworld.com.
Bring home incredible internet, TV, and phone services with TDS Fiber. Register now at tdsfiber.com/radio. Enjoy cyber-spacious internet speeds up to 1 gig at your home or business. Plus, change the way you watch TV with our whole home DVR. Can't get that with cable. Powerful internet, premium services. Go to tdsfiber.com/radio to register, learn about bonus offers, and more. TDS Fiber available in certain areas. See website for details.
At Papa John's Pizza, the secret to success is much like the secret to making a great pizza. The more you put into it, the more you get out of it. Whether it's signature sauce, toppings, original fresh dough, or even the box itself, Papa John's invests in ingredients to ensure the finest quality pizza. Call Papa John's at 715-972-1414 for delivery, or stop by Division Street for carryout to order your favorite pizza, breadsticks, or wings today. Papa John's, a proud sponsor of Pointer Athletics. All right, back here at KB Willett Arena, Tom Weaver, Sean McMahon, our second intermission, and you certainly feel a lot better here, Sean, after that middle 20 minutes where the Pointers outshoot the Saints 17-3 in that second period, and more importantly, get a 2-1 lead. As the Saints opened up the scoring, Arkep Ledenkoff from Daniel Sukanos and Carson Richels. That came at 4:38 of the first. Saints had a 1-0 lead, but Andrew Poulias got the Pointers on the comeback trail. 4:24 of the second. His first of the year from Jordan Fader. Stevens Point level at 1, and then just about 3 minutes later, David Hill, his first of the year from Tyler German. Matthew Falls picks up his first point as a Pointer. Stevens Point a 2-1 lead after 40 minutes. Shots on goal in that second period, as we said, 17-3 in favor of the Pointers, 27-13 the shots on goal through 2 periods. Power play wise, Stevens Point 0 for 2. 5 shots credited there. The Saints 0 for 1, and 1 power play shot credited there. Matthias Smith made 3 second period saves for a 2-period total of 12. Jack Bosted makes 15 second period saves for a game total so far here of 25. So Sean, things looking what you'd like to see on the score sheet here. Shots on goal 27-13. More importantly, the scoreboard a 2-1 lead for Stevens.
Finally a lead for the Pointers here in game 4 of the season, and you like who's scoring the goals too, Tom. Andrew Poulias, David Hill. Both
those guys that you need to get going.
Yeah, those are the guys you're going to need to get going. That secondary scoring is going to be huge as we talk about through the season. But again, nice job by the Pointers to get a couple quick ones in that middle stanza of the second period. And again, they did such a nice job of puck possession, kept the Saints hemmed in, only held them to 3 shots on goal, and an awfully good effort in the second period.
Another nice thing here, Sean, the Pointers winning almost 74% of the faceoffs.
Yep, they continue to do a good job with that.
Good news there. All right, other scores that we'll run through here. Looks like Concordia, Wisconsin, Sean, has gotten a goal late in the second period. They are just near the second intermission at Hunt Arena. River Falls and Concordia of Wisconsin are tied at 1, and a crazy one going on here at Superior. Superior a 2-1 lead before Concordia rips off 3 straight in the second to take a 3-1 lead. And it is the Yellow Jackets getting a power play goal just under 2 minutes to go in the second period. They're now at the second intermission at Westman Arena. That game is even at 3. Gustavus at Eau Claire. They are through 40 minutes as well, as it is the Blue Golds who won in overtime last night. The Gusties came here, got a tie out of Stevens Point, and it is Eau Claire with a 1-0 lead. MIAC scores, it is Hamlin holding on to a 1-0 lead over St. Mary's. That game is after 2 periods as well. NCHA finals from earlier today. It was Aurora beating Trine 5-3, and actually a game still going on. I apologize there. It is end of the second period in suburban Chicago. Lake Forest a 2-1 lead over MSOE. Pointer volleyball team, Sean, trying to get back in it here. They trailed 2-0 through the first 2 sets, but they are tied at 18 in the third set of the WIAC championship game. All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, Sean's Pointer profile with freshman goaltender Alex Proctor. Stevens Point leading St. Scholastica 2-1. We'll come back and have more after this timeout on the Pointer Sports Network.
Your family safety is important. And with winter driving coming, Sherrill Tire and Service can help. Sherrill Tire and Service Centers can help with new tires and a pre-season tune-up, so your entire vehicle is winter ready. Sherrill Tire and Service, Plover, Stevens Point, Weston, Wisconsin Rapids, Marshfield, and Medford. And online at SherrillTire.com.
Sherrill Tire and Service, get your car done right.
Hey sports fans, if supportive teammates, a great culture, and an honest shot at advancement make for a win, then you'll be victorious when you join Skyward's award-winning team. You'll help put powerful data in the hands of school leaders who serve over 7 million students around the world. Innovation, collaboration, and fun are all a part of the Skyward culture. So what are you waiting for? Apply today at skyward.com/careers and join more than 275 Pointer alumni at Skyward.
The first full week in November is jam-packed with Pointers action as the winter sports season takes off. On Tuesday, the Pointer women's basketball team opens the Matt Hockett era when the Pointers host Northland College in Bird Gym. Wednesday, it's the men's turn as the Pointers host St. Olaf on Bennett Court at the Quant Fieldhouse. Pointer women's hockey team travels to Marion on Tuesday and stays on the road at River Falls on Friday. Next weekend, the Pointer Sports Network will be with the Pointer men's hockey team as they travel to St. Mary's in Winona for a 2 p.m. Friday afternoon matchup and close out the trip Saturday night at St. Olaf. Pre-game coverage starts 15 minutes prior to face-off. Get your tickets today at tickets.uwsp.edu or stay in the game with the Pointers online at athletics.uwsp.edu.
All right, let's try this one more time. Alex Proctor's freshman Pointer profile coming down in 3, 2, 1. And welcome everybody back here to our second intermission on the Pointer Sports Network. We'll continue with our Pointer profiles, and tonight it's the freshman goaltender Alex Proctor from Allen, Texas. And Alex, first of all, thanks for taking some time to join us and get to know you a little bit here. I got a pretty good feeling that your freshman campaign thus far has been pretty good for yourself. A couple thoughts in coming into camp this year and making the jumps from junior to college hockey.
I definitely expected it to be faster pace. I played with a few of the guys before. Really, nothing too different. Just step up my pace and get to know the guys.
Yeah, absolutely. And nothing like jumping into the deep end of the pool last Saturday night. St. Norbert comes to town after a tough overtime loss, and you guys and you jumped right in, got into the fire, and came out with a shootout win. With your thoughts in your first college hockey game last Saturday.
Well, first of all, the arena was unreal experience. Everybody talks about it, and it definitely even exceeded expectation. We didn't have the outcome we wanted, but we ended up getting it done in the shootout, and it's a process. We got a lot of games.
We talked a little bit before the interview started about how your mentality's got to be a little bit different in the shootout. What makes a goaltender successful in a shootout? Because there are goalies that are just not good at it. At any level of hockey, you can go all the way up to the NHL.
Yeah, I definitely think you got to be patient. You got to wait for the shooter to come to you. And, you got to let them make the first move, even when it's tough sometimes, because it definitely is. There's a lot of anticipation.
Sure, and even when the shooter is coming down and he kicks it into extra slow motion, that's got to be really tough, isn't it?
Yeah, it definitely makes your head race a little bit.
Let's talk about your growing up in Allen, Texas, playing hockey throughout your youth, and how's hockey in Allen, Texas?
I think when I got there, it was a bit sparse, but as I got older, hockey became more and more popular in Allen. We ended up getting a East Coast Hockey League team. Okay. Got to watch them growing up. And those guys are awesome. The Stars got big. I think it's more of a hotbed than people think. I got a lot of buddies who are making up to the professional ranks.
Yeah, and growing the game, you know, you look at even the Pointers roster. You're from Allen, Texas. You got kids from British Columbia, all over the place. It's just not a Midwest or a Northeast game anymore, is it?
No, it's not. Especially playing in the South my last year of juniors, it was a lot of chip and chase, go in the corner and hurt somebody, basically. But yeah, hockey's becoming all over the place. It's awesome.
Time to move on to juniors. You played last year in Odessa. Played at a couple other junior teams. One in Springfield, Missouri, with the Junior Blues. Give us a little thumbnail sketch on your junior career and how that got you ready for college hockey.
I think I had a pretty hectic junior hockey career. Definitely the first year I bounced around a little bit. Still ended up back in Springfield, Illinois. A great place to play. Played a year in Philadelphia. It was all right. Not my favorite spot, but you know, it's what I had to go through. And then of course Odessa. I think I loved it. I got treated really well. Had amazing billets. Everything was perfect. Had a great season. So I think just handling that adversity is going to set me up for the next 4 years of college, and I'm excited to see where that takes me.
Time to pick a college, right? And the Division I route wasn't in your cards, and it's time to come to play college hockey. How'd you hear about Stevens Point, first of all?
I want to say through Tyler German. He texted me and said, "Hey, you should come to Stevens Point," and I was just like, "Really?" And I was like, "Okay." And I think Kriegs called me, and you know, the rest is history.
Right, and as soon as you talk to Tyler, you get on YouTube and search UWSP men's hockey and see what it's all about.
Yeah, and you see the Willet is going crazy, and you know, it's awesome. It's like I said earlier, it's exceeded my expectations, and I love it here.
Talk a little bit about the differences between junior and college hockey. What have you noticed? During the work week, during games, what are a couple things that pop out in your head?
Really, just a lot of patience from the shooters. People create more options, more space. We got certain guys who have little faster, shoot a little harder. Dave Hill shoot the puck pretty hard. Just there's small differences, a lot of details. Details are a big part of it.
Yeah, especially here, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about you guys. The goaltenders are an interesting breed. You guys kind of have a team within the team. What is Ryan and Matthias? How are you guys working together Monday through Thursday to make each other better every night for the weekend?
Yeah, I think it's more of a mental thing, but we definitely push each other in practice every day. Like you said, we got to make each other better. It just it starts in practice. Competing on every drill.
Parents' weekend this weekend. Your parents get to come up to Point and see the Willet for the first time?
Yep, my parents and my brother, who's adopted from China.
Oh, wonderful!
So it's awesome to have them here. I wish I was in a better situation with my finger, but it's how it happens.
Early thoughts on the Willet from them?
I think that they loved it last night, so I'm excited to see what happens tonight.
All right, so tonight we talked a little bit about how the Pointers still looking for their first regulation win of the season. St. Scholastica comes into town. What did you and the boys talk about? Give me a couple keys for a win tonight, and to get that number one win and get some momentum going into a road weekend next weekend.
Yeah, we have to stick to our game plan. Kriegs and Cromer know what they're talking about. We've deviated a little from it in the previous games. We got to stick to it. We got to want it. We got to compete every shift. We can't let up, and those are major things. I think if we stick to those two, we're going to be successful.
Outstanding. Well, we hope to see you back on the ice pretty soon. A little dinged up right now, but we got to get those new pads dirty.
Yeah,
they are too clean.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
absolutely. Thank you so much for taking the time.
Of course, thank you.
All right, that was Alex Proctor, the freshman goaltender from Allen, Texas. More Pointer hockey coming up here on the Pointer Sports Network.
Want to get your degree and stay debt-free? With the Wisconsin Army National Guard, you can get paid to be a full-time student with their 100% tuition reimbursement program. You can join the Guard, be a part-time soldier, and earn a degree. Call Sergeant First Class Mike Parks at 920-279-7527 or visit NationalGuard.com to learn more. The Wisconsin Army National Guard, a proud sponsor of Pointers Athletics.
All right, back here at Willett Arena, Tom Weaver, Sean McMahon getting set for period number 3. Sean, good news from Whitewater.
Yes.
Pointer women's volleyball team has won set 3.
Outstanding.
Trying to climb back into it, so they're headed to a 4th set there again.
They're in.
The temperature check is they're in the NCAA tournament. Boy, would love to get some matches in Berg Gym.
Wouldn't that be great?
Yep.
Oh, goodness.
We'll see. Here, Stevens Point, a 2-1 lead. They've outshot the Saints here 27-13 through 2 periods, but more importantly, a 2-1 lead. All right, set to go off the opening draw. Poulias pulls it back. Poulias, Fader, Wilson, Northey will start things off. Oh, Pointers gamble here. Ledenkoff intercepts and gets it deep. Now Humberstone around. Jordan Fader here on the near side ahead. Here's Wilson Northey racing ahead. Northey comes in near side, waits, fires a shot, getting a stick on it at the last second. One of the Saints, as that was deflected up and out of play, as Alex Severson reaching back to get a stick on that one, and it wired up high. All right, puck back in the Stevens Point end, and a little loose with the puck here. Centering pass, nothing there, and Stevens Point will get it again. Dawson Chirino ahead. Saints get it again. That somehow finds its way through to Fletcher Anderson on the far side. Anderson will get it. He'll look to center it instead to Aromatario. Aromatario fires a shot, hit Bostad. He had a screen in front by Dawson Chirino. Chirino turns, fires a shot. That's blocked, and the Saints off the glass and out. Nathan Adrian back the other way, backhands it through the middle, walking his way through. Lanigan will come in, shot fired. Matthias Smith makes the save and hangs on.
Nice job by Matthias just to glove that down, milk things down, get a fresh group of players out for the Pointers, and off we go.
Sean, I know the Pointers are struggling offensively here, but I think the only team struggling more are the Wisconsin Badgers.
Ugh.
They got blitzkrieged again by Michigan State 5-1 to get swept.
They gave up 10 goals this weekend.
On the weekend.
Goodness.
They are 0 in the Big Ten, right?
Yes.
Oof. Hennigan pulls back, waiting. Connor Witherspoon.
How hot is that seat, Tom?
Ooh, smoking hot. Long range pass. Around it comes and cleared up high onto the stick of Jacob Seitz. Seitz steered backwards at the blue line. He'll come back through to the middle. Sam Olsen tries to get it in far side. Now off the near corner it comes. Harrison Stewart with a nifty pass ahead, just rolls past Cody Moline. Saints chip it back on a deep pass here that almost backfires. Now Connor Witherspoon throws it to the side of the net. 2 minutes into the third period, Stevens Point with a 1-0 lead. I'd love to get a little space here if you could on the scoreboard. Long range pass ahead, whistle and an offsides. Jacob Seitz in the zone. As hard as you battle to get this lead here, Sean, you can't afford to give it away.
Nope, can't get. No, absolutely. The next goal, I don't want to be Captain Obvious, but this next goal is huge in this hockey game. Just mentally for the psyche of this team, you got to get one. You got to get the lead to 2.
Bill Howard, whose son Casey played here at Point, did Badger game. Paul, next one's a big one.
Yep,
always. Nope. Always. Next one. Up into the roof. No, Tyler German has it come down, so he rockets it back into the far corner. Stevens Point would be content to see all the action down here on this end of the ice on the east end of Willett Arena. Saints, however, have other ideas. Arkip Ledenkoff had it, brought it into the near corner. Stevens Point clears it out. Man, nifty pass by Falls ahead to German to the front of the net, David Hill. And, Hill knocked the stick out of a defender, and then he got whacked into the end board. Falls taken down in the far corner. Arkip Ledenkoff back the other way, whistles a shot. Smith with a save. Boy, I think Smith thought that was going to come upstairs and ended up staying low to the ice and did a good job to have good positioning there to have the pad there. Now it's Poulias ahead. He'll chip it to Falls.
Falls, chips it, Poulias right side, Poulias high in the air trying to get around a defender. Jordan Fader first to get there. He will just tie it up at the end board. Stevens Point was kind of finishing a change here, and they'll set things up. Northey reaching for it, couldn't get a shot. Picked up by Hinterser. He'll send it up ahead. Hinterser stood up there. Gunrowski after it. He'll get it behind the net. Poulias bumped, chipped it ahead, and Fader had it tied up. Saints right in front, walk in, shot, pad save made by Smith after Hinterser found himself in. One on the goaltender. Northey reaching for it, couldn't get it deep, comes again, they'll look. Now a shot, turn, shot, save made, stick save made by Smith. And long outlet pass ahead. Wilson Northey after it. It's going to come right on net, so no icing call. Pointer's a little slow on the change here. Now they'll chip it into the Saints. Matthias Smith sends it back in. Aromatario fans on it here on the near wall. Finstrom hustling after it from his knees ahead. Here's Sherino trying to split two defenders with his speed.
Almost did, but
the Saints bring it back, and then Fletcher Anderson on the near side, then Sherino with a big hit to free it up. Here's Harrison Stewart on the right wing, carries it back into the Stevens Point end, offensive end that is, and behind the net, near corner Finstrom. Looks to set up in front of the net now, instead comes half wall on the near side, Sherino between two defenders, deep, Anderson will get it, harpoons it out to Harrison Stewart, now Aromatario with a shot, Bostad with a save, and Shawnee, earlier he was making those saves and holding on to the rebound, this time they're getting free. Stewart with it, sends it deep again for Finstrom, Moberg coming, Moberg sets up right in front of the net, here it comes out high to Stewart, far side Finstrom, he'll fire a shot deflected up into the netting and out of play. 15-15 to go here in the third. Sean, good sign. Pointers are changing forwards when they have the puck in the offensive zone.
And that's exactly what Tyler Krieger wants to do. That's their game plan. That's their bread and butter since Chris Brooks has been here.
Yeah.
When you get that offensive puck down low and they start changing their forward groups and the defensive group and keep the possession, right, Tom, and just keep the offense going. And you can tell the second period really took a lot out of the Saints. The Pointers are controlling play here.
Moberg with a shot blocked, got his rebound back, but the Saints down on the ice blocked the shot.
That jump is just not as crisp as it was in the first period.
All right, here is Connor Witherspoon, works his way around, shot, fire, rebound loose. Moberg with a rebound attempt that went wide. Humberstone near side sends it in front, try to redirect, but that missed wide. Carson Richels sends it back out. Ledenkoff on the near side drags it in. He'll look to toe drag through Brett Humberstone. Humberstone doesn't give. Here is Moline ahead. He'll get it to Moberg on the right wing. Witherspoon cuts behind. Connor Witherspoon shot blocked. Now a save. Rebound loose. Bostad with a save. Has Moline a good chance there, but a pad save made by Bostad. Side of the net. Pointers chip it in front of the net out high. Humberstone fires a shot. Another shot blocked by the Saints. Finally getting to it. Sukanos will get it and clear it out. Humberstone will send it right back in. Stevens Point changing. Bostad cut it off. 14-20 to go in the third. Stevens Point a 2-1 lead. Tyler German will chase it down. Long outlet pass. No icing call here as Nick Lanigan wins the foot race, but then he's sent down hard. Saints able to clear it on the far side. Puck hit a couple of pointers in front of the net. Brady Smith with it. Pass up ahead. Behind is David Hill. Hill coming in, firing a shot. Good stick there on a recovery by Alex Severson to deflect it up and out of play.
Yep, the Saints captain has logged a ton of ice time tonight. Nice defensive play, getting back. Read that play nicely as Matthew Falls picked up the puck at the defensive blue line and saw David Hill wide open. And a little mini break. Severson, good job getting back in the play to deflect that shot up into the netting to get the stoppage.
All right, Superior has gone back up over Concordia Moorhead 4-3. Off the face-off, Brady Smith able to clear it out of midair somehow right in front of the net. Backhanded shot. Bostad a couple of saves, tried to lift it past him, but can't. German to the rebound in the far corner, but lost an edge. Severson wheeling around with it back behind his own net. Severson now lifts it up. Brady Smith down on a knee and then backhands it to Matthew Falls on the far side. Jacob Seitz will pick it up here for the Saints. They'll carry it in. Outlet pass ahead. Hennigan breaks that one up and he'll go to Matthew Falls. Falls had it swatted away. Jordan Fader at center ice with a backhander off the far wall. He'll get it and then try to get the puck deep, but Severson ran into it. I think 5 and Blue has been out there about all 7 minutes of this third period. Here is Wilson Northey bumped off in the near side. Around to the far corner, Harrison Stewart. First to get there, he'll send it back. Poulias in the near corner.
Pulius, Northey, and Jordan Fader cycling for the Pointers. Centering pass comes through. Harrison Stewart fires a shot. Shot blocked. Volstead with a save. Rebound is loose. Pointers jam at it. Still loose. They'll pull it back. Try to go in front. Harrison Stewart with a shot. Another shot block. And they'll keep it going here. Right in front of the net for Jordan Fader. Turned aside behind the net. Severson a stick up high. Jordan Fader taken down behind the net. To the side of the net. 12:43 to go in the third. Stevens Point is going to get a skyward power play, as I believe it is Alex Severson off for holding.
Yep, a holding on Severson. That's his third penalty of the night. Tom, the captain for the Saints, have been out in this hockey game a ton and working his butt off, and the Pointers forecheck forces the holding call. So off to the third power play of the night go the Pointers. 0 for 2 so far.
I'm trying to think here. Through 2 periods, Stevens Point. 5 shots on 2 power plays so far. Skyward power play. Aromatario walks in, leaves it for German. Out high to Smith, near side. One-timer by Finstrom, turned aside by Bostad. Chirino to the rebound, throws it out high. Smith has to hold it with his backhand, near side to Aromatario. German, near corner, back out high to Aromatario. The Saints got a stick on it that slowed things down. Now they'll walk in far side. Chirino, little head fake, swings it back. Aromatario fires a shot, hit the far post. Rung it off the far post, and Smith couldn't hold it. Oh, he had the upper right-hand corner of the net, but it hit the post. Pointers drag it deep. Here's Noah Finstrom coming. Finstrom near side, goes to his backhand, cuts behind the net. He'll serve it around. Brady Smith at the point on the far side. Smith coming around, head fake, now near side of Aromatario. Back free they go. Chirino with it again. Rolling puck, calms it down, shoves it back out high to Brady Smith. Quickly to Aromatario cross ice. Aromatario leaves it. Here's German, back to Smith. Feeds it to Chirino on the far side. Chirino out high, loops it through a defender, comes walking in, waltzes through, trying to get to his forehand, backhanded shot. Saints able to get it, turn it off. Almost pulled the trigger to Dawson and Chirino. Smith will calm it down. 50 seconds remaining on the skyward power play here for the Pointers. 11.5 to go in the third. Stevens Point with a 1-goal lead. Fletcher Anderson leaves it. Here is Brady Smith, cross ice to Hennigan. Hennigan races. He'll get free in on the far side. Got Fader wide open, but an alert stick here by the Saints. Stopped the chance there. Witherspoon holds it in at the point on the near side. Waits for help from Hennigan. Now gets it free. Anderson toward the front of the net. Hill to the near corner. Now behind the net to Fader. Came back out. Nobody home. Witherspoon with it. 15 to go in the man advantage. And Witherspoon lost the handle on it as he was hassled there by Nathan Adrian. Now Fletcher Anderson chips it far side. Pointers will race after it. Witherspoon held the line. And it goes to him in the far corner. Witherspoon cycling. Goes behind the net to Hill. Jordan Fader back to 5-on-5. Hennigan out high at the point on the far side, sends it back deep. Fader again, he'll engage in the far corner with Daniel Sukanos, and now they'll chip it out. Hennigan bouncing puck, beautiful job to keep that in, but it comes right to the Saints, and they'll clear it out. Back the other way they come. Jacob Seitz near side. Sam Ide slows him down. Seitz battles through it, and Fader is able to backhand it out, and then Fader lambastes Nathan Adrian, who comes off a little bit slow. Far side Seitz again. He'll hold up. No, instead fakes it now. Firing a shot. Smith with a save. Rebounded to the net. He will hang on. 10:09 to go in the third.
Midway through the third period in Menominee, Tom, Stout has tied Augsburg at 2.
Of course, we will see the Blue Devils in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, the high-flying Blue Devils, Tom.
Yeah.
They are reinvigorated.
And let's see, we get an update here from Westman. Looks like Superior's tacked on a couple here in the third. They lead now 5-3 over Concordia Moorhead. All right, Isaac Moberg back the other way in the right wing as Moline to the front of the net. Beautiful pass coming in, Moline shot. Bostad able to turn that one aside. Here is, near side, it is Alex Severson. Severson feeds it. Moline intercepts that one again. Tried to hit Tyler German. Saints force a turnover. They'll keep it out high. Shot ricochets through. Change direction on the way through and goes to the far corner. Humberstone lowers the boom to try to free it up in the far corner. And the Pointer's able to clear it out. Ledenkoff then gets it. Sends it right back in. This is off of Tristan Schuchuk out near the blue line on the far side. Physical play picking up a little bit here now. They walk through, have a man, Ledenkoff wide open, shot, fanned on it. Near corner, lost it. Smith came out to challenge him, and it was Philmon Ledenkoff who, wheeling around, couldn't get the shot off. Wilson Northey after it now. Carson Richels in. He'll turn it around. Pointers clear it out. Oh, man. Tyler German and Matthew Falls were headed back the other way, but it goes up into the netting, into the roof and out of play. Media timeout. We'll come back. It's 9:07 to go, 2-1 Stevens Point.
Yeah. Fiber, the future of internet, TV, and phone service, is expanding to more communities. Register now at tdsfiber.com/radio. Enjoy internet speeds up to 1 gig at your home or business. That's 10 times faster than 100 meg from cable. Plus, change the way you watch TV with our whole home DVR. Can't get that with cable. Powerful internet, premium services. Go to tdsfiber.com/radio to register, learn about bonus offers, and more. TDS Fiber available in certain areas. See website for details.
Nothing beats the excitement of UW Stevens Point athletics. Advance tickets for men's hockey and basketball are available online at tickets.uwsp.edu or by calling the University Information and Ticket Office at 715-346-4100. Game day tickets for all Pointers events go on sale at the door 1 hour prior to game time, with group pricing available with 48-hour advance purchase required. Get your seat in the dog pound today at tickets.uwsp.edu.
All right, back here at Willett Arena, media timeout. Sean, third period here. Pointers out shooting St. Scholastica 18-6, and now 36-18 for the game.
Besides this little push by the Saints here right before the media timeout, the Pointers have been dictating the third period play.
2-1 Stevens Point here as the Pointers have gotten goals from Andrew Poulias and David Hill. Off the draw, they scrum for it in the face-off circle. Yep. Smith is just going to pin that one up to the side as a weird bounce kind of came to him and keep things going.
Right thing to do there for Smith to melt it down. Again, Augsburg tied up with UW Stout in Menominee. I believe the Augies will go up to Superior on Tuesday to play the Yellow Jackets.
River Falls and Concordia, Wisconsin remain tied at 1. And it looks like Eau Claire is still holding a 1-0 lead. It looks like everybody except for Stout last weekend, goals are plenty now. Shot fired, Smith with a save. Left a rebound. I think he thought he trapped it under his arm, but didn't. Pointers off the glass, down the length of the ice.
They will wave it off top.
They will wave off icing, and Tyler German bangs in the far corner. Puck stuck underneath him, but he's able to poke it around to the near side. Fletcher Anderson giving chase. 8.5 to go in the third. Long outlet pass. Carson Richels ahead. Spun around by Brady Smith. No call. And it's Dawson Chirino. Gives it. Noah Finstrom. Nick Lanigan took it away from him. That looked like it was the Pointers are in business, but the Saints did a good job to shut that one down. Now off the far boards it goes. Lanigan after it. He'll carry it in far side. He's found another gears here. Looks to center it back. Shot fired. Smith cut that one off, and I think it got the outside of the net. And at the blue line on the far side, Stevens Point will reach for it. Scrumming for it there is Noah Finstrom. Shot fired, and Matthias Smith, with a save up into the netting and out of play.
Up into the netting. Get another stoppage.
Again, if you're just joining us, we've calculated this is the first time since 2010 that the Pointers have had 2 freshman goalies play in the course of a year.
That boggles my mind. Yeah. But if you think about it, Brandon Jager, Max Milosic, Connor
Ryan Wagner.
I mean, whoever's got the starting job is taking a hold of it.
It was always kind of a veteran, and then bring a young guy in to get them 4 or 5 games in their first year, and then go from there. Long outlet pass ahead. Connor Witherspoon will hustle for it, and they will say no. Whistle and an icing call. 7:35 to go. Stevens Point still up 2-1.
Face off will come back down on the Pointer end as we're getting down to crunch time. Just thinking the Saints are starting to run out of gas, and they found another level here in the middle part of the third period. They've pushed back on the Pointers a little bit as of late. We'll get some offensive going, but good defensive coverage. I mean, if that's one thing we can say this season so far, is the defensive coverage for the Pointers has been really good.
Yep. And their goaltenders have played very well. All right, back the other way. Connor Witherspoon pops out of nowhere. Back the other way with Cody Moline. Witherspoon coming. Shot. Bolstead save. No rebound.
You love one more here, Tom. 7:22 remaining. And absolutely, you got 2 young goaltenders. I mean, who would have thought that the Pointers would have had both their freshman goalies play in the first 4 games when you got Ryan Wagner that's hauled the mail for the last 3 seasons?
Those of you just tuning in, Ryan went out after 2 periods last night in the concussion protocol. And to be honest, this is what we thought was coming this year, was going to be young goaltenders, but then
Ryan decided to come back to take the fifth year. And Wilson Northey with a shot. Bostad a save and then snaps the rebound. That was rolling around in front of him to the near corner. Half wall on the near side. It is Brody Juro. Juro with it, near side. He'll come in, firing a shot. Smith with a save. Rebound is down and a pile up to the side of the net with Jacob Seitz coming in hard. Here's the other advantage I think that's going to play into the Pointers' favor here, Sean.
Yes.
Pointers have been rolling all four lines like crazy here.
You can't say that for the Saints.
We had there, there's a whole fourth line that we haven't seen much at all. They've been pretty much rolling with those top two,
and then the
third line spotted here and there,
and then the top D pair.
Yep,
that's
pretty much.
That's it.
Yep.
And really, when it boils down to it, that's really the difference in these MIAC WIAC interlock games. It's getting closer, but it's the ability of the WIAC teams.
And use their depth. Fader, long-range shot in, and Harrison Stewart to the side of the net.
To be able to skate all four lines and skate all three. That's been the Pointers' bread and butter forever. Over the last 10 years.
And
just being able to keep playing those guys.
The other advantage for Stevens Point is having 7 pretty quality defensemen.
Yeah, veteran up.
Aromatario dressed as the 7th defenseman here tonight, but rotating through all those guys on a regular basis. 6:50 to go. Okay. Stevens Point wins the draw behind the net. Oh yeah, goaltender water bottle is down behind the net if you're concerned. Harrison Stewart got spun around a little bit, but the Saints, Ledenkoff sends it to the far side. Kick back in. Pointers kick it right back out. They'll scrum for it, and just out of the reach of Jordan Fader. I tell you what, the Pointers have been close to popping some odd man rushes back the other way here a couple of times. Alex Severson around. Ledenkoff will dump it in. Philman Ledenkoff. Now a centering pass in front. Finstrom had a pinball off of him. Ledenkoff took it away, brings it out high to Severson. Severson with it. Shot bounces through, hit a body in front. Finstrom blocked that shot. Pointers off the far wall. Dawson Chirino, nice job to drag it back to Noah Finstrom. Finstrom to the left wing, brings it into the near side. Walks it through a defender to the near corner to Fletcher Anderson behind the net. Anderson is hassled there. He's trying to slide it out to Brady Smith, but Chirino now takes it, has Finstrom in front of the net. Shot off the pad, comes out all the way out to Gonrowski. Cross ice to Smith, under 6 to go. Brady Smith will label it off the glass around in hard. Chirino will give chase. Saints flip it out. Gonrowski flipping it around. Walking him around is Nick Lanigan, but Brady Smith there to cover for him. Smith turning, has some space ahead. Chirino on the near side, takes the hit, lets it go, gets it back. Chirino fights his way to the red line, gets the puck deep. Bostad will watch it go to the side. And a long-range pass here. Smith will step in to run some traffic there. Matthew falls off the near wall. Tyler German, a backhander in. That's slowed down there by Bryce Johnson. Center ice now. Hinterser leaves it off on the right wing. Long-range shot in. Smith with a save, and he'll cover it up as Nick Lanigan from long range. 5:08 to go in the third.
Smith keeping things very simple in front of him. Taking the blocking the shots he needs to, Milton down when he needs to, and just managing the game. So we can Milt down to 5:08 remaining. The Pointers a 2-1 lead, 2 goals by the Pointers in the second period. Andrew Poulias and David Hill both with
a shot smothered in front of the net by the Pointers. Saints bring it back out high to Bryce Johnson. Johnson sends it deep. Near side, Nathan Adrian. The captain wires a shot. That goes wide. 3-car pileup to the side of the net. That looks like everybody's okay. And Stevens Point near side, David Hill trying to work it free. Stuck at the blue line on the near side. Defender blows a tire going back on a change. And Sam Ide with it ahead. Isaac Moberg. Moberg off the near wall. Pointers will give chase with a couple. Moline after it. Trying to feed Witherspoon. Now does Connor Witherspoon. Sends it out high to Aromatario. He'll fleet it back around to the far corner. Harrison Stewart. Stewart a little too strong for him. Cody Moline at the half wall on the far side. He will go behind the net to Moberg. Moberg looking to backhand it out in front. Instead to his forehand. Moline will join the play. Jumps in front of Sam Olsen. And Stevens Point cycling the puck well, but Alex Severson away with it. Severson, they're trying to fly it again. This should be a whistle and an icing call. They wave it off. And Stevens Point arguing that Harrison Stewart's stick should have been an interference call, but that goes on a deaf ear as well. They're letting them go here. 3:50 to go. Nothing wrong with that.
I'll take it.
Yeah. Up the wall on the far side, bumping for it, Connor Witherspoon. Pair of 21s, Brody Giro. Now to the near corner. Saints walk it out. They'll bring it out high. Shot off the stick. That's blocked to Roman Tyler. It took a weird bounce in front of the net. Went wide. Isaac Moberg will get it. Here, cleared up the far wall, but not out. Now it finally comes out. Saints are off sides here. As they walk in, a whistle and an offsides. The Pointers will get it back. The Saints have to get back and touch it up. Harrison Stewart will calm it down with 3:20 to go. Lead pass up ahead. Fader able to steer it into the zone and get a defensive change here for point. And then they bang it free behind the net. Saints quick in transition, though, back the other way. Lumbering along, Mate Palfi with it. Near side, what do we have? Whistle, and I think it got in the bench. Went up, and we'll get a face-off just outside the Scholastica blue line to the near side. 3:06 to go. Well, Sean, Whitewater is 1-4, so it's a 3-1 WIAC championship for the Whitewater Warhawks. So Stevens Point will now have to wait and find out their NCAA tournament fate on Monday at noon. Hennigan, Smith sends it in deep to the near corner. Hill. And Sherino after it. Sherino and Noah Finstrom doing the heavy lifting here. Sherino comes away with it, throws it right in front. Here's David Hill with a shot. Bostad smothers that, and the rebound wide. Boy, Sherino never gave up on it. Got it in front to David Hill. Back the other way, Ledenkoff coming. He's turned around by Mick Hennigan, but then coughed it up to Ledenkoff in the near corner. Ledenkoff looks to center. He'll turn, firing a shot. Pointers clear that one out. Ledenkoff holds it in out high. At the blue line, long range shot. Oh, that changed direction, but Smith fought it off. Near side, here's David Hill. 2-on-1 now. They're late in the change. It's a 2-on-2. Coming ahead, Sherino. Sherino up, goes to the far corner, goes behind the net. Bad angle shot, comes right in front. Hill will jam at it. Bostad reaches out. He'll cover it up. We'll get a whistle. 2:15 to go in the third. Stevens Point clinging to a 2-1 lead.
You never know what Dawson Sherino is going to do, and that time you thought he was just going to eat it in the corner to run time off. He decides to try to flip it off the back of the leg pad of Bogstad. Nothing going there. The Pointers had David Hill in deep. And they're going to face off. 2:15 to go in the game.
All right, face off to the left side of Jack Bostad. Pointers with it out high. Sam Ide with a shot deflected.
Penalty
call coming up against the Saints, right?
Well,
what do we have?
Pointers touched it though, Thomas. Slash on Wilson Northey.
With 2:08 to go in regulation.
The body language tells it all as Northey will go to the box for slashing in the offensive end, trying to get to a spot off a face-off. He shakes his head, and here we go. Buckle up as St. Scholastica will get their second power play of the night as Northey goes to the box for slashing.
Yeah. Well, Sean, I tell you what, a year ago it was the Pointers with a major power play at the end that Jack Bostad held strong. Let's see if Matthias Smith can do the same. 2:08 to go in regulation. The Saints head to the power play. Stevens Point with a 2-1 lead. Far side, Pointers can't clear it out. Saints will set it up. Arkip Ledenkoff to Filma. Far side. He'll come into the far face-off circle. They'll go. Have a man open. Shot fired. Smith made the save. Rebound loose to the near side. Diving effort. Can't swipe it out. Fader after it. Got a body on it. Saints able to peel it out to the far side. Ledenkoff with it. 1:38 to go. Out high. Back to the near side. Arkip. Now they'll go back to Philmon on the far side. Out high it goes to Sukanos. Back and it comes through to the middle. Redirected wide. Ganrowski gets to it. Jordan Fader will eat it up in the far corner. Try to poke it free. Goaltender staying put for now. Power play advantage here. Ledenkoff, let it go by. Pointers got a stick on it. This is Andrew Poulias. He'll race to the far side. Poulias will carry it in. 1:20 to go. Poulias will just hold it. Now he eats it up on the far end, and he'll just ride some penalty time. Now it's Isaac Moberg after it. He'll eat it in the far corner. Pointers short-handed. Throw it in front of the net. Humberstone after it. 1:05 to go. 57 seconds remaining. Pointers possessing the puck here short-handed. Moberg into the far corner. 1 minute to go in regulation. Stevens Point at 2-1 lead. Moberg still keeping with it in the far corner. Isaac Moberg comes away momentarily. Now he's got to come off on a change. 50 seconds to go, 40 to go in regulation. Humberstone going to get to the puck, and he will rocket it back in the zone. Behind the net, Cody Moline hustling after it. Bostad after it.
German poked it free for a minute. 30 seconds remaining in the power play, 37 remaining in regulation. Saints to the near side. Bryce Johnson carries it in, shoved off the play. Tyler German, he will rocket it around, down and out. Ledenkoff cuts it off near the red line on the far side. 15 to go in the power play, 23 in regulation. Around it goes. Goaltender has come off. Extra attacker on here for the Saints. Pointers will try to chip it free. In the far corner, they'll scrum for it. 13 seconds to go. Saints still trying to get it out. Humberstone blasting in there to try to keep it. Stevens Point back in full strength. Wilson Northey coming out. Long range shot. Empty net. That goes wide. And let's see. Northey going to get it. Backhander. He'll turn. Fires a shot to goal. Either way.
They'll
wave it off. It doesn't matter. Stevens Point will get their first victory of the season. The first win for Matthias Smith. And if you ever needed a win, the Pointers needed it.
It wasn't easy.
Impressive penalty killing here by the Pointer.
Yeah, it wasn't easy, but man, what a penalty kill by the Pointers as they controlled that middle half of the power play and just kept St. Scholastica on their heels.
Absolutely.
And really, I think the Saints probably got one good shot off, and Smith was able to make the save, and man, they get the win tonight here at Willett Arena.
I tell you what, that is a committed effort. Ryan Wagner, a big hug for Matthias Smith.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. Stevens Point, a 2-1 win. We'll take a break. We'll come back. Get the thoughts of Coach Krieger and breathe a sigh of relief. Happy birthday, buddy.
Thank you, my friend. That felt good.
All right, post-game show coming up on the Pointers Sports Network.
Sure Tire and Service, get your car done right. Big town savings with a small town smile. State-of-the-art Goodyear service keeps you going mile after mile. We're working to earn your trust. You can count on us. Sure Tire and Service, get your car done right.
In guys' hair, game day is every day. That's why the expert stylist at Sport Clips Haircuts study their playbooks with a fine-toothed comb.
Taylor, square face, wavy hair. What's the play?
1/8 inch mid-fade to 1 inch texture top with finishing details with a hard part and a tapered neckline, Coach.
Nice.
The Sport Clips stylist, they know no two guys are ever alike, unless they're twins. Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Len Dudas Motors is your trusted Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealership in Stevens Point. Check out their large selection of new and used vehicles, or come in for a test drive. Ask questions about your financing, browse their inventory, or schedule the service you need to keep your vehicle running for years to come. From the time you enter the showroom, you can expect to be treated like family each and every visit. Len Dudas Motors, 3305 Main Street, Stevens Point.
The Pointers Blue Line Club brings together hockey fans from all levels to enjoy and support Pointers hockey. Whether you're an individual, family, or business, there are many ways you can support the Pointer program. Consider an individual membership, a business sponsorship, or visit the Blue Line Club apparel stand and purchase the latest items to show your Pointer hockey pride. Get more information at pointerbluelineclub.com.
All right, back here at KB Willett Arena, Tom Weaver, Sean McMahon, joined by Pointers head coach Tyler Krieger, and I don't want to put words in your mouth here, sigh of relief a little bit. You know, yeah, it's been a grind here, you know, very rewarding to be rewarded for a hard effort here tonight.
Yeah, it's been an absolute grind, and, you know, I tested the guys before this game to a man, and the response was wonderful. You know, it wasn't easy again. You know, we got down a goal early. They, you know, opened it up in the first period. We made some adjustments going into the second to try to negate that a little bit, and I thought it was good. You know, 17-3 shots in the second. Yeah. If we win the second period, we're going to win 90% of games, and that's the first second period we've won this year.
Yeah, and something that has been going well is your defense and your penalty kill. Again, another strong effort by the kill and your defensive.
Especially at the end, man.
Yeah,
that
especially at the end. Yep, and then your defensive structure or poise has been spot on all season long.
Yeah, it's been good. You know, we made an adjustment. They like to stretch the ice and fly there. We just we negated F3, pulled him, and kind of negated their rush and kind of took that away from them, which is their strength, and forced them to come 200 feet against at least 3 of us, if not 4 to 5 of us, to score. And I thought they did a great job again of keeping plays alive. They created some offense there on the blue line too, and it was a heck of a game by a lot of guys.
Yeah, former D-man. In that mindset, I know you don't play goalie, so I learned my lesson there. When they try to stretch like that, that decision of do I go, do I stay home here, that's a fine line, isn't it?
Yeah, it's difficult. It makes you make decisions there, and we just pulled out and eliminate transition, and it seemed to work.
Yeah, your freshman goaltender here. You knew you were going to have to go out and find a couple of guys that were going to get some minutes here, and you've called on them in some big minutes here early in the season. I don't think you quite knew how soon you'd have to go to them, but that's a heck of an effort there tonight by Matthias.
Yeah, it is. Again, it's a tough situation for him coming last night, and then today get his first start. There's a good team to come against, and the guys, he made some big saves to keep us in it there. It's great moving forward. Now we got 3 goalies that we're confident they're going to compete against each other.
I think the other thing to take out of this weekend here, Coach, 2 great crowds, man. Get this place rocking here, but I don't know. This team are going to go out on the road here now. Maybe a chance to kind of get together here a little bit and kind of dial things in to go to St. Mary's. You'll play Friday afternoon, then St. Olaf. Here, these are really 2 important games. You got to crank things up a couple of notches.
Yeah, for sure. We need a good week of practice. It's the process has got to engage. We got to get better every single day. It's not a recipe for success. It's not a secret. It's just hard work every single day.
That it is. All right, Coach, thanks. We'll see you on the bus on Friday. All right, Pointers head coach Tyler Krieger here as Stevens Point wins it here tonight. I tell you what, that penalty kill in the final 2 minutes of regulation, that was about as good as it gets.
Absolutely. Like one good shot, I believe, for St. Scholastica. Yeah. Otherwise, the Pointers controlled the play, and it controlled the puck most of that penalty kill.
And, shots end up even 12 apiece in the third period. So
yep, that was a good push by St. Scholastica about midway through the third.
There it is. All right, St. Scholastica got on the board, 4:38 of the first. Arkip Ledenkoff from Daniel Sukanos and Carson Richels. That came at 4:38, 1-0 St. Scholastica. Stevens Point really flexed their muscle in the second period. They outshoot the Saints 17-3. Andrew Poulias is first of the year from Jordan Fader at 4:24. David Hill is first of the year from Tyler German and Matthew Falls at 7:15 of the second. And Stevens Point holds on here for a 2-1 win to get their first victory of the season. Shots 12 apiece in the third period, so Stevens Point outshoots 39-25. So pretty much on that 40 shots a clip here, the Pointers, managed to keep going. 0 for 3 on the Skyward power play, did generate 6 shots here tonight. The Saints go 0 for 2 on the power play. It is Jack Bostad. Tell you what, valiant effort by him after he stole one from the Pointers a year ago. 37 saves he makes here tonight. And Matthias Smith in his Pointer debut makes 12 third period saves for a game total of 24. Last thing, Stevens Point, Sean, 73% of the faceoffs they win here tonight, and that never hurts.
That does not hurt. That gets your offense going in a hurry.
Yeah.
Controlling the puck right off the hop.
Yep, that's going to do it. All right, other scores. Let's see. St. John's beat Northland this afternoon by a score of 4-1. It looks like they are late, or are they hitting the end of regulation at Menominee?
We're heading to overtime.
Augsburg and Stout tied at 2, heading to overtime. Eau Claire has a 3-0 lead over Gustavus. That has now gone final at Hobbs Ice Arena. So Eau Claire starts the weekend 2-0, and it looks like, Concordia made things interesting here, Sean. They get an extra attacker goal with 1:06 to go in regulation, but UW Superior holds off the Cobbers to get a 5-4 win there. St. Mary's looks to have gotten a late one here with 2 minutes to go against Hamlin, and actually the Cardinals have just scored again. 2 goals in 32 seconds in the final 2 minutes of the third. A minute and a half to go there. St. Mary's, where the Pointers will be next Friday, looking for their first win of the season, lead Hamlin by a score of 2-1. Last report, let's see, actually, River Falls looks like they're down to about 3 minutes to go there. The Falcons have tallied Alex Davis shorthanded here in the third period to take a 2-1 lead. That has 2:53 to go at Hunt Arena. And let's see, St. Olaf and Bethel were scoreless, and let's see, Aurora beat Trine earlier. So that is how things shut out. Sean, we got to pick a Pointer player of the game.
I'll give an honorable mention to Andrew Poulias and to David Hill, but your freshman netminder, Matthias Smith, with his first career win here tonight and making 24 saves, will be our Pointer Blue Line Club player of the game, hands down.
Hands down, unanimous decision.
Yep, there you go. Important minutes for him. That's a big spot here, so we'll see. Hopefully the Pointers can get a little healthy during the week here, too.
Yes.
With some folks going on. All right, a reminder, Friday, if you're thinking about heading to Winona, 2 o'clock face-off on Friday afternoon. St. Mary's women have a conference game. So my understanding, the way the MIAC does it is if there's a men's and women's game scheduled on the same day, conference game gets priority, so the Pointer game is a non-conference game. So Stevens Point and the Cardinals of St. Mary's on the big sheet in Winona, 1:45 our pregame show, 2 o'clock the opening face-off, and then Saturday night at Northfield, Minnesota, St. Olaf. And
the ice
can't wait to go back there. The Pointers played the second game ever in that barn.
Yep.
It is a nice,
very
had
nice
a little
facility.
email with Michael Abdullah, the former sports information guru here, is now the sports information director at St. Olaf. Colton Funk, former Pointer trainer, is on their training staff, so some Pointer connections over there on the road as the Pointers will go. That'll be Saturday night. Partner, happy birthday.
Thanks, bud.
Nothing better than getting the first win of the year on your birthday. So.
Hey, can't think of anything
But you're
better.
not our player of the game. Sorry.
Well, that's okay. I don't need to be.
All right, that's going to do it. We'll see you back here at Willett in a couple weeks.
Yeah, we'll see you in a couple weeks, bud.
All right, Stevens Point tonight here. Beat St. Scholastica by a score of 2-1. Hope you'll be with us Friday afternoon. Pointers at St. Mary's, 1:45 our pregame show. I'm Tom Weaver. Thanks for listening to Pointers Hockey on the Pointers Sports Network. This has been UW Stevens Point Hockey on the Pointers Sports Network. Pointers Hockey on the Pointers Sports Network is brought to you by Marshfield Clinic Health System, Skyward, U.S. Bank, Century Insurance, Century World, PJ's Restaurant, Team Sherrill Companies, Subway, Stevens Point Brewery, General Beer, also by Papa John's, the National Guard, TDS Fiber, Buffalo Wild Wings, Len Dudas Motors, Dunkin' Donuts and Baskin Robbins in Stevens Point, Sport Clips, Hilltop Pub and Grill, Auto Select, Pizza Ranch, Coca-Cola, and BSN Sports Under Armour. This broadcast is an exclusive presentation of UW Stevens Point Athletics. Join us again for Pointers Hockey on the Pointers Sports Network.